JJ, hello everyone. Late stream, a little bit of a late stream. How are we doing? Right, I think we got everything up there. So, last live stream crashed. And I apologize, JJ. I think the stream crashed on one of your super chats last stream. Which I'm sure was another WhatsApp. I'm hoping that I fixed the crashing issue. I mean, it's not really a proper fix. But I suspect that I know whatever it is that caused it. Not that it should have caused it in the first place. So, it's one of those things. Yes, Spider-Man Brand New Day. I saw it yesterday. I'm gonna do my review maybe tomorrow or post it Sunday. It's gonna be like a spoiler free but have spoiler thoughts attached onto it just because I don't have the time to do a separate spoiler review in the next couple of days. So I think I'm just gonna give like a kind of rough spoiler free thoughts on broadly everything and then talk about like maybe the top spoiler parts of the movie. You know, it's not going to be like a whole lot of review again, just like the top moments. But I will say, I really, 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 really liked Brand New Day. Best Tom Holland Spider-Man movie. And I'm not just trying to say that out of recency bias or anything, but like genuinely enjoyed that more than No Way Home. For mostly the reasons that you guys know when it comes to my views on things. You know, I've always wanted a more character-driven Peter story rather than, you know, I feel like the Home trilogy, even though there's, you know, lots to enjoy in those movies, I felt like those movies weren't as character-driven for Peter Parker. Now we finally got him to a point in where, you know, it's a very familiar version of the character. Like, I don't quite want to be like, it's the quintessential Peter Parker, but do you know what I mean? Like, we've been waiting years to get him at that level. So to do a very character-driven movie for Tom Holland's Peter and finally have him at this adult stage of his, like, hey, like, everyday kind of Peter Parker, kind of like what I would say is, like, a very Spider-Man PS5, PS4 kind of feeling to the movie of that Peter Parker. Like, that's the movie I've been kind of wanting from him. And also, you know, there's lots we can talk about in the review. So... yeah, overall, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Probably a what's up super chat. 7.5, okay. Saw Spider-Man today. 10 out of 10. Best one yet so far. Have we seen Grace's early reaction on Lanterns? No. I might have seen somebody say... Boba, did you hear that she called it extraordinary or something like that? I don't know if you mean that. I don't know what else she said. Sequential Archic, thank you very much for a $5 super chat. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
What is this doing in the corner? So, Sequential says, how has having baby Boba for almost a month? After all, you can't return to sender. I don't think Mrs. Boba would be happy. It's been amazing. Yeah, so it's a month exactly tomorrow. In an hour or so. Wait, no, yeah, in an hour and 45 minutes, roughly. It's been amazing, honestly. You know, I literally just before started streaming Popped my head over her cot and gave her a little kiss. She's asleep in the other room. Risked waking her up to do that. So I don't know. I could just say all the typical things. It's been a bit crazy, but it's been very fulfilling and wholesome, and it's wonderful. Just kind of like exploring that new side of our lives, and yeah, like we're kind of not wanting things to change. Just, I'm not saying that from like a, oh, like I've been a parent before and I know how it goes, but like you kind of realize how cute and wonderful this little moment is, and you don't want her to get bigger. But at the same time, I do, because I want to see all of the things come out, like personality and everything like that. But then you'll never get back the little Diddy baby that you have. So, you know, I could talk about that all day long, but yeah, it's been wonderful, Sequential. Thank you for asking, and we're both very, very happy. Sleep has actually been quite good, but during the day, I'll say that baby Boba is like, you know, kind of rage feeding, like, you know, not happy at all if she's not feeding. But, you know, having said that, like, every now and again there's cute moments of chill, but then, you know, straight back to the... Thank you, Sequential. Wonder Man was arsed? Wait, what? Really? I heard everyone glaze Wonder Man. But I have... Yeah, like, there's been quite a few bits and bobs going around. Wonder Man being cancelled, but then the whole Booster Gold thing, which was apparently cancelled, but it's not cancelled. It's just the script that has been rejected, but they're moving forward with Booster Gold. I don't know if you guys heard that tonight. There's a bit of a conflict of stories going out there. Oh yeah, I agree. It's definitely noticeable. Definitely noticeable, having a different director for this movie. Brand new day. The live stream is working well for now. For now. I think it would be Wally. Not trying to cause drama. I don't think this would be drama, no. I think it just would be Wally for all kinds of reasons. You know, just having had a failed Flash movie that centered around Barry, having had a TV show for like 9 seasons centered around Barry. I think if you were to attempt to kind of bring that character's brand to live action again, it would be Wally West, probably. So... But anyway, who here has seen Spider-Man already? I think it came out today in the US, but weren't there like typically like preview screenings? Like, I swear we don't get that over here in the UK, but you guys can like see it the night before or something. The ambulance photos with, I think we have like Brian Tyree Henry's stunt double in the back. We have the ambulance person. I don't think Gordon's on the stretcher though, right? Like Gordon's just in the back. So it could just really be Gordon and Bullock like escorting whoever's on the stretcher, right? Are we going to start getting spoiled by set photos a lot? I mean, you never know. You never know. I think they're going to be filming in Birkenhead Tunnel, so we could be seeing the Batsuit or the Batmobile very, very soon. Something like that. We've got Glasgow filming, so you never know. You never know. It's always so hard to tell, because sometimes you can get stuff out of production where you can see something like the suit. I mean, remember for the first movie, you had Batman on the Batcycle rocking up, and then the stunt double, like... the back tire went off the motorbike and, you know, he crashed. You know, you can get stuff like that, but then for Supergirl, for example, you could barely see like a potato quality look at her suit from the distance, and that was pretty much it. So, I never rely on set photos, but we shall see. People already watching Lanterns like Grace. Yeah, screeners have been sent out to certain people for review. And, you know, I know about that because we bitched about it in the last live stream. I was like, I didn't get screeners, But that won't stop me. No brand new day spoilers in this stream. I don't want people to... You know, it's only just come out, so... But we could talk about it, no spoilers, if you can. Oh, man. I do not know. I mean, I watched your video. Glad Hal is alive in a 2026 timeline. What do you think happens to him? Why is he not in Man of Tomorrow? Well, I wouldn't say, like... So when I said that, don't think that he is alive. I don't want to set expectations up in people's heads. Because, you know, I've seen a few of your comments that have given me theories that I didn't even think of. Somebody was like, what if John is seeing Hal's ghost? Or something like that. And I was like, that's an interesting theory. That could be pretty cool. So, on the one hand, I definitely think that is Hal Jordan in 2026. Because we see Jon Stewart, like, objectively with his 2026 Jon Stewart beard, blah, blah, blah. But the Hal Jordan stood next to him, I never considered, like, might be in Jon's head. Or something like that. So, do you know what I mean? I don't know. I just don't want you to think, oh, Hal Jordan is alive in 2026 just because I was theorizing that in my video. But he could be. He could be. I don't know. That's the thing. The trailer's cut in all kinds of weird ways. I still don't know about the parallax thing because I don't know how you can do like 2 different mysteries and then on top of that you do like parallax. If they did parallax, I feel like they couldn't really... I don't know how you would do that unless you went really big, like you went large with it. And I don't think they should necessarily attempt it if they're not going to go big in scope with that, because then people would be like, oh, they barely did parallax at all. So, you know, I don't think the ancient mystery is going to be parallax. I think it's going to be manhunters. So I don't know if you do manhunters. I don't know if you do whatever the other mystery is on top of, oh, there's a parallax thing as well, you know, like... I think that would be kind of overstuffed in terms of ambition of wanting to do all of these big lantern things like Manhunters and maybe what happened to Hal Jordan and what happened with the alien invasion thing in 2016. Oh, look, over there. Oh, Parallax is here. You know, be careful. I don't know. That seems like you're trying to do too much. Like, same with the center. Like, this is one thing I've talked about like years ago, really, when talking about lanterns, is that whenever we talked about big theories like the center, it's kind of like, are they really going to do the center in the series? I don't think so. Or like, if they would do it, it would be kind of build up to like a bigger thing down the line, because I don't see how you establish the center and resolve the center, a primordial like floating ancient evil island, in just the Lantern show without doing a Justice League New Frontier type situation. You can't really do that. You know, people would say that's not been portrayed correctly, or like it hasn't been done to the scale that it should have been otherwise. That's a cool idea. I have always wondered what that devices that Antan is using against Jon Stewart. You know that one in the trailer where he like puts it up to the side of his head? I've always thought that maybe that could be the thing that possibly maybe ends, like, leaves him, you know, going to hospital. And I only say hospital because there's that one scene in the trailer where he's walking down the street in the aftermath of the attack, and it looks like he's wearing a hospital gown. I mean, he's barefoot as well. So to me, it kind of like, if you went with the Hal going missing or dying theory, it always felt like the what happened and why mystery that Chris Mundy's referring to is like maybe Jon missed out on all of that. He walks out with the lantern battery in hand, barefoot in the street. He's got the ring, and it's because he's figured out like what the fuck happened in 2016, and he spends the next 10 years doing that. I don't know. I'm like open to anything, whether Hal dies, whether Hal goes missing and didn't really die, but they think he died, or he doesn't die at all. I don't know. I'm, you know, the Manhunter thing, like, what are they doing with Manhunters? Are they, like, more synthetic in this version rather than just straight up robots? You know, what about that? What about... I still can't believe the amount of people, by the way, commenting on my video yesterday for Lantern saying, well, Boba, it could still be a white Martian or something. I still don't get how people think. Like, why would all they're saying Martian Manhunter still? They're like, Boba, that is still, like, the X that Martian Man... I'm like, just because Martian Manhunter's, like, topless with, like, an X on him, and this person has a red robe with an X on it, that does not make it Martian Manhunter. Why would Martian Manhunter, 20-plus years ago, go and visit Jon Stewart's mother holding a little baby Jon Stewart? It makes, like, it's like people just say it, and I mean, I'm not saying I know, because I don't know. But I find those ideas crazy. Like, it doesn't make any sense. People just think, oh, yes, Martian Manhunter, yeah. But I don't think about, okay, but let's explore the logic of this. Tell me why you think a white Martian or a Manhunter or Martian Manhunter would be going to... The thing, and maybe I'm being stubborn here, but the thing that makes sense most of all is a Guardian. Also, yes, you can kind of see the blue right at the very top of the frame of the Guardian face and the slight white hair. Plus, when you kind of add that into how clearly Laura Linney's Guardian has been kind of like almost like grooming Jon Stewart into a Lantern, it feels as though that she, I don't know if she's like a rogue Guardian or what, but she's clearly chosen him from birth. Which is why I think in the latest trailer, Jon said, well, the ring's always been mine. Jordan's just been keeping it warm. I don't think he's saying that out of like, oh yeah, I want the Green Lantern ring. He's saying that because he's been told the ring is yours, Jon. Basically, it's yours. It has been yours, but like Jordan's just been keeping it, like it's going to you next. He's known that through the Guardians / Guardian this whole time. But he kind of just needs to get it from Hal now. That's the thing. I don't think that was a simple line where he's like, oh, yes, the ring's always been mine, you know, because it will be mine. No, he's saying that because that's what he's been told, I reckon. We've got a couple of new Super Chats. Thank you guys so much for sending in these Super Chats and supporting the channel. First one up from After Sequentials, of course, is from Comic Fan 8713.
Thank you.
Booster Gold cancelled. Apparently not. James Gunn DCU is not working. Projects are taking forever to make. I disagree. Well, some are taking a long time to make. Booster Gold has... This is where I think we touched on this, like, what, 20 minutes ago? And there's been some misinformation going around this evening. So, the script that was sent in apparently is the thing that has not been... you know, accepted. Is, you know, that's not been accepted. Which led to false reports out there of the Booster Gold show not moving forward at DC Studios. But that's not the case. Apparently, they're just not moving forward with David Jenkins' script. So that's that. I don't think you could say that the DC was not working when I feel like we need more projects to release to actually say, okay, right, Superman came out, Lanterns came out, Supergirl came out, as well as Superman. and Clayface, and it's all over, right? Oh, they didn't do well. Whereas, for all we know, Lanterns will do very well, Clayface could do very well, Superman did pretty well, Supergirl did pretty bad, very bad. Do you know what I mean? And yes, other projects are taking a long time to make, like Brave and the Bold, Wonder Woman, but long story short, rather them take their time now, especially after Supergirl, right? But we've gone over this, like, to such a crazy, you know, length. Oh, okay, sorry, George. I just realized the next Super Chat is also... I'll talk more about that in a second, just to recap for people joining the stream. But long story short, we've talked about this a lot. Projects taking forever to make. We always knew we wouldn't get DC Batman until after the Batman 2. Not surprising. And Wonder Woman is being worked on, and you know, we've had other projects. It's not like we didn't start the universe out with Superman. I don't know. Like, I honestly, with like as objective as I can be, I don't think you can say like the DCU is not working. Personally. But appreciate you very much, Comic Fan, for the super chat. If you want to expand on that, feel free to let me know. I'll try keep an eye out on the chat so I can see what your response may be. George, hey Boba, been a big fan for years. Congrats on the baby. Thank you so much, George, man. Thank you. Thoughts on Booster Gold news. So, guys, just to let everyone know again, and George, again, thank you for the £10 super chat, man.
Guy like me, getting all that.
So initially, it was reported that the Booster Gold series won't be moving forward after David Jenkins, who handed in his Booster Gold script, his pilot script, saying it was like one of the most favorite things he's done. He then put on like social media saying, my Booster Gold won't be moving forward. Can't improve on Mahershala's lovely statement, so I'll just apply it here as well. Then he posts Mahershala Ali's statement on Marvel's Blade, you know, talking about for whatever reason, that project is not for me. If they wanted to do it, we would have done it, so I had to move on. So basically, he's echoing his thoughts. Now, people kind of misinterpreted that as Booster Gold at DC Studios isn't moving forward, when in reality... it is just David Jenkins's version, his script. But really, Booster Gold is apparently still moving forward, according to, I believe, the Wrap and whatnot. Overall, I think it's more of like a reading comprehension thing that's been going on. Like, people have just seen David Jenkins' tweet, or whatever it is, and they thought him saying my Booster Gold isn't moving forward means that the Booster Gold overall is not moving forward. But... really, he's just on about his one. So, unless James Gunn comes out and says and replies to someone that, yes, we're absolutely not doing Booster Gold anymore, don't believe it, basically. I don't think he's really comparing his situation to Blade. I think he just read what he said and he was like, well, I guess I could see that interpretation. I think he just saw what he said about it. It was like, right. I think he probably feels a certain way about it, especially when he said a little while ago that he felt very, very good about that pilot script. But DC Studios Gunn must have read it and been like, this ain't it, bro. This ain't it. So... they're still going to develop Booster Gold, but with a new writer. Yes, scripts get turned down all the time. It's actually normal. Cedric Hogan, 25. Fancy seeing you here. You're late. A wizard is never late, Frodo Baggins. Hello there. But I just... oh... Swifty. I actually thought of you when I started the stream. Thank you for the £5 super chat. Hi, did you schedule this live? No, I didn't. And what are you going to do about it? Because you didn't get the lantern screeners, does that mean Gunn fired you? Also, I need Lois in Mr. Terrific. Wait, what? Wait, what? They are sugar plus spice? Wait, what? I don't know what I just read there, but yes, that is true. I have been fired from DC Studios. That's why I didn't get the lantern screeners. It's the truth. Say what? I don't know if I read that correctly, but we'll leave that there. What do we need Lois in? What did I do? What did I do? I screwed that up. Why isn't this working? Ba, 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 ba. This is very annoying. Why doesn't it work? Alright, let's try this again. There we go. The Mr. T show? Am I being an idiot? What's the Mr. T show? Oh. But the way I read that out... Yeah, see, that's what I thought, Mr. Terrific. But the way it reads, I need Lois in Mr. Terrific. My God. Get your mind out the gutter. I mean, do we... Do you guys think that we need a updated roadmap? I ask that in the sense that, you know, the same projects are still in development and they won't be ready till they're ready. So, like, I don't know if roadmaps are super reliable, like, no matter what studio they come from. Like, sometimes scripts can take a while to develop. There's creative differences or whatever may happen that takes it, you know, something a bit longer to develop, so something else might come out sooner. So where once you may have thought that DC Batman could have come out first, it might be Wonder Woman, or there could be a different movie coming out before Wonder Woman, or like, do you know what I mean? It's, I feel like that could lead to more problems. I still think these projects, like, there's still intentions to develop Booster Gold, as we were going over earlier. There's still intentions to develop Swamp Thing when James Mangold's ready for that, but we might wait until to see how Clayface does. I don't know if a roadmap provides the best clarity. I think maybe another sit-down kind of thing, like what DC Studios did with those journalists, where we had some comments come out about the Titans movie and all kinds of other things. Why can't he develop his first roadmap? He is. That's the kind of point I'm saying. But, like, roadmaps, like the first roadmap, I think each project gets developed as of when it's kind of ready, you know? Some projects have, like, an overarching story element to it, but some don't. So You know, outside of the Authority and Wooler, I think most projects in that original roadmap are happening, as much as people like to say that they aren't. Like, Superman happened, Brave and the Bold happening, Supergirl happened, Booster Gold in development, Paradise Lost in development. Later down the line, hopefully you get a Swamp Thing, but they're probably waiting to see how Clayface does, because James Mangold's been busy. So, you know, the original roadmap is developing. You know, the first movie only came out last year. I agree with that. I think next year they have all kinds of things they can, well, hopefully show. You know, Man of Tomorrow as well.
But I just... oh.
No, wait. Will Man of Tomorrow be out by the time we have Comic-Con next year? It might be. I think it is, right? So what else would they have to show? That's the interesting thing. If they don't have Man of Tomorrow, I don't know what else they're going to have. Like, that big. Like, there might be little scraps, but... interesting. Oh. Batman 2. I suppose that would be one thing. But as for DCU, I just think of, like, you know, there's Creature Commandos, Mr. Miracle. We don't have a firm release date on those yet. Yeah, maybe an announcement needs to be done because you know, movie-wise, I don't know what they're gonna have ready to show footage-wise or whatever at Comic-Con next year. Maybe we could get like a DC Fandom equivalent trailer next year at Comic-Con for the Batman Part 2. Maybe. Swifty, thank you very much for the super chat.
Thank you.
Wait, what? We've already read that one. Where's the other? I swear there was another one. Am I going crazy? Aha! Oh my god, Boba, you and your chat are 6 subs. I'm shocked. No wonder Gunn fired you. Anyway, they're a dynamic duo. Lois rambling and Mr. T's seriousness. Chef's kiss.
But I just...
well, hopefully we're actually getting a Mr. Terrific project because I do think that does have a lot of potential. Apocalyptic Horseman did say that this was once a Strange Adventures type show, and he doesn't know if it's morphed into a Mr. Terrific thing or if it's just Mr. Terrific's involvement in the Strange Adventures comic, but you know, it's still adapting that story. But yeah, as for if Lois Lane would be involved, I'm not sure about that, but hey, that'd be pretty cool. I did like seeing them together in Superman. The views on the Green Lantern trailer is crazy. Where are we actually at with that now? Lanterns trailer. 31 million views. That reminds me, I can kind of go through the trailer a bit in a few minutes. Did we do that or didn't we? I think it crashed. The stream crashed before. Thank you, Swifty. I did see the new Hal Jordan flight. He like flew up to the beams in that new TV spot. Cedric, thank you so much for the $2 super chat, bro. Really appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Maybe. American Villain. That's a pretty cool title, not gonna lie. Going from American Vandal to American Villain. Gorilla Grodd. Right, hold on. Opera. Shall we have a look-see at the Lanterns trailer? Oh, wow. Haven't had gifted memberships in a minute.
The city
Thank
streets
you
are crowded for the holiday.
so freaking much. Lions Fan Y 1995, dude. Coming in clutch again, man. 10 gifted memberships.
The city streets are crowded for the holiday.
I haven't heard the city streets are crowded for the holiday in a minute. Dude, thank you so much for gifting 10 memberships to the chat. That is so freaking generous of you.
Meant I could have a better life.
The city streets are crowded.
Who do we
for
have?
The
Joe, Crispy, Juicy, Majid, J Shoko, the Frozen One, Hazel, YouTube, Twitch, D-Backup, Liger, Zero, Lucas, Frank, and Anthony. You have all just got gifted memberships from Lions Fan Y. Thank you very, very much, man. That is really, really, really kind of you. Thank you so much.
The city streets are crowded for the holiday.
The city streets are certainly getting crowded for the holiday. How's it going, Droga? Why do you never get lucky with these?
The city streets are crowded for the holiday.
It is, I don't know, the green power of Lions Fan Y just floats throughout the chat, and whoever it lands on, I mean, it's like a Green Lantern ring. It just floats out to you. The membership just floats out to you. Damn, I'm very lucky out of 123 viewers. Yeah, the membership found you.
The city streets are crowded for the holiday.
I feel like people must get annoyed with that, but I love it. The city streets are crowded. Fuzzy holiday.
The city streets are crowded for the holiday.
Backache. Let's get a pillow behind me. Trucks. Right.
The city streets are crowded for the holiday.
Okay. Excuse me. I try not to yawn on stream because I feel like it's just rude. It's as if I'm bored. I'm not. Trust me. It's just sleep. Even though I've said sleep has been pretty good with Baby Boba, but it's still been kind of fractured sleep. Chili Dolph, how's the little one? Speaking of, she is doing very, very well. A bit kind of aggy during the day, but interestingly very well behaved at night. Like, once she's in her swaddle, she'll pretty much give us a whole night's sleep, like other than when we wake her up to feed, which is very unusual. But during the day, she is like a vampire. And she will not be happy unless she is feeding. Frozen One, AC gets squared away, Boba? No. It is... I was, funnily enough, watching something from the BBC earlier. And they were talking about, like, the heat waves in the UK and the air conditioning. And they were saying that air conditioning sales in the UK have gone up 300%. Like, I was telling you guys, I can't even buy an AC, like, a decent one, like one of the ones I was looking at to get. Because they're out of stock everywhere. Like, people in the UK have been buying them up. Like, because the UK, by the way, only 5% of homes have ACs, which is why with the recent heat waves, people have been spending a lot of money driving up AC companies' sales by 300%. So AC has not been squared away. But hopefully I'll get a portable AC soon. Or, like, even if I have to get one in the winter, that would be maybe handy. I could get one, like, on Black Friday or something like that for next summer. But that's when they might come back in stock. Who knows? Amy, hello. Fancy seeing you here. Hello there. Does chat remember Amy? I know Cedric will remember Amy. Right, where are we? Brand New Day. Who's seen it? Who's seen Brand New Day? Thoughts on Jimmy Olsen being the big bad of the DCU? Don't leak it, bro. Don't leak it. What the fuck? Are you afraid? Are you afraid? License registration. Please don't stop me. This trailer, of course it pisses you off, JJ. JJ's it's always like fucking Green Lanterns.
It's time to get up, Junior.
So, you're a space cop.
So there we have William Macon's wife, who gets all honky-dory doo-dah day with Jon Stewart.
You're a space cop.
No, I'm just being trained. All right, new lesson. Take the ring. You fly.
Just fly.
I'm sorry. Fly, please.
Like, you know that was improv as well. Carl Chandler and Aaron Pierre were talking about, like, improving. Obviously, like, there's this scene that they know to do, but they would obviously explore it like this. And I feel like this would be it.
Just fly.
I'm sorry. Fly, please. What's that?
You're the backup quarterback.
For now. What do you think is going on?
It's no accident we're here. These victims are gonna end up being alien.
Based on what?
I have a feeling.
So, one thing that I still don't understand is why are some of these victims alien? Like, who is killing the aliens in the town? Now, it could be William Macon and his men, right? Because William Macon in the trailer is like, you know, I can't remember if this was from the articles or whatnot, but he's interested in keeping people in the town, like, you know, keeping the right people in the town. So, like, basically not aliens. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is William Macon's men killing aliens in the town. But why are the aliens in the town? Now, are they manhunters? I don't think they'd be that easy to kill. Like, if bullets could just kill a manhunter, nah. I think there are aliens, manhunters, guardians, lanterns, right? So
These victims are gonna end up being alien.
Based on what?
I have a feeling.
He has a feeling.
I think this is more than just a feeling.
these are William Macon's men. I think these are the people killing the aliens in the town. Still don't know why the aliens are in the town. Where are the manhunters? I don't think they're one of the same.
This is a threat no one's ever seen before.
And here are some aliens. But here's William Macon. Right there.
This is a threat no one's ever seen before.
What do you know about manhunters?
Where'd you hear that word?
Now, this is what I was talking about in my video. This is the 2026 timeline. We have Jon Stewart here, and that's Hal Jordan. Now, is he alive? Is he like a specter?
Manhunters are the most dangerous.
So, and is this skull a victim of the manhunters? But at the same time, when you get the wide shot of the like station in the sky, it does look like the manhunter homeworld.
Beings to ever exist in the galaxy.
This bit here, it looks like that image that I showed in my video yesterday, like where the planet was full of like, it almost looked like Coruscant from Star Wars. This looks like a remnant of them. T to the Sween, thank you so very much for the $20 super chat. Oh god, you've started it again. What's up? Thank you very much, man. I can't bring it up on screen, I don't think. When I'm in this mode, but thank you very much, dude. And also, Andy, thank you for saying, hi, bro, keep up the great work. Appreciate that, man. Thank you for being a member for 39 months, dude. But, Sween, I shall bring that up on screen very, very soon. Like, was this like a manhunter, like, base of operations or something?
It could take the form of any species.
Right. This is not what Martian Manhunter. Tell me, why would he be appearing to Jon Stewart's mother right here? People also think it's Adam Strange. I really don't think it is either. Like what? Again, people just see the X and they're like, it's this person. No logic to it whatsoever. It's just this person.
So it could be anyone.
He's gonna send an army to put you down.
And I don't think Guy Gardner's talking to Hal Jordan there at all, by the way. Now, like, why is that alien beam blowing up this
Army.
car? Like, Jesus. Jesus.
To put you down.
Do you resent Hal Jordan?
And why is John, like, putting his hand in here? It's like he's reaching out, but his bird construct is in there. Can you see that? His bird construct is in there. It's really weird. You see that? So what is he reaching out into? You think it's the central power battery? I thought, is it him, like, reaching out for a ring? But if he's got Hal's ring, then, like... Do you know what I mean? It doesn't really add up to me. It seems to be, like, some weird little void. Kimikaze, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I really, really appreciate that. Again, I wish I could show these on the screen, but I don't think I can right this second. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I trust me, I had the same thoughts. Like, to me, this kind of seems like, oh, you're putting your hand in, like, the box. In the box is this, like, kind of pocket dimension-y, Green Lantern-y, like, central power battery type, chambery type thing, and you're summoning your own ring. But I don't think that's what's happening, because I'm pretty damn sure John takes on Hal's ring.
The ring's always been mine.
And do we think that this is Oa, where Sinestro is in prison?
Jordan's just keeping it warm.
I assume that is a science cell on Oa.
Sinestro.
You don't really believe he's your backup, do you, Hal?
No.
Let's say what he actually is.
My replacement.
Oh my god. Wait. What am I missing here? Holy crap. Right, we're taking a break from this for a second. What is going on? What is going on? So T to the Sween sent a WhatsApp signal to JJ, of course. Thank you very much, T to the Sween.
Thank you.
Then, Kamikaze with the $5. Thank you very much, Kamikaze. Then we get the £50 super chat from the real Bleep is back at it again. My god, dude, thank you so much. Okay, dude, thank you for always being so freaking generous on these streams, man. It is mind-blowing to me. Little Theory and Tarn could possibly be a Guardian. Although I've never ever considered that. And Tarn could possibly be a Guardian, although that's unlikely. Atrocitus is the most likely out of them. Or he's possibly Martian Manhunter, not related to the trailer scene. Or, okay, or he's just a new species the show made up. I'm torn between just, like, one of those, alien species and Atrocitus, because the thing that always threw me off Atrocitus, despite how obvious it seemed at the same time, with everything from his character description to what, you know, like, this vengeance against the Guardians or whatever the trailers kind of seem to tease, or, like, the clips that they showed at San Diego Comic-Con, is the idea that, like, it's not very Atrocitus to, like, shapeshift into Paul Ben Victor. But then again, this is an adaptation, and it wouldn't surprise me if that's the route they went. And, like, if he shapeshifted out of that, he'd be like a 8-foot tall kind of, you know, crazy Atrocitus-looking Atrocitus. Guardian I never considered, but I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I agree with you, though. Atrocitus is the most likely out of all of them. But if not, it could just be one of the aliens like Waylon, who gets interrogated by Hal in the police station, like what we saw at the end of the first trailer. One of the aliens who is dying, but we know he's an extraterrestrial who is seeking vengeance. And it's like, okay, well, that does sound like Sector 666 Massacre by the Manhunters, but I don't know. Thank you so much, The Real Bleep, dude. I'm so grateful for such a generous super chat on top of your previous stream super chats, man. Why did that disappear? There we go. Oh, God. Zach's unleashing. Boba, do you still buy physical media for movies and games, even for DC movies? A bit of a mix and match. I like to buy 4K Blu-rays every now and again. Games, I'm more of a digital purchaser, like, you know, through Steam. I do like to buy Nintendo Switch cartridges, though. Even though these days the game isn't even on the cartridge. So, there's that. Boba, do you think there's like a secret real villain other than the Manhunters? It's possible, but I think the Manhunters will be like the bigger mystery, because you've got the aliens, right? That will be one big mystery.
But I just...
Like, what's going on? Why are they dying in the town? I think whoever the Manhunter is like the bigger question. But I think there will be an element of what happened between Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan from like 2016 to 2026. Kind of like the separation of Marty and Rust in True Detective Season 1, like from the first timeline to the second. JJ sent a reply back. Thank you very much for the $5, dude. What's up? T to the Sween. The replies have started once again. Ban him? Who are we banning? Oh, Brimmed and Pinned. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat, dude. As always, thank you so much for supporting the channel. I'm concerned that the scene with them on the other planet, the truck gets hit because they told John something they shouldn't have. Cheers, Boba. I'm concerned that the scene with them on the other planet. What? Wait. Maybe I'm reading this wrong, but what are you concerned about with the scene with them on the other planet? The truck gets hit because they told John something they shouldn't have. The truck. Which truck? The truck. Oh, the truck. Yes, the one that... Yeah. So you want to write about the one that blows up right outside their motel. That's true. That is very true. I never considered that. So the people leaving that motel could have informed Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan about something, but then it gets obliterated by whatever force that is. But what are you concerned about with the scene, you know, of them on the other planet? What about it is concerning to you, Brimmed? I want to know. T to the Sween says, Bobo, I keep resetting YouTube to try and super chat. And every time I do, I get an ad. So you're welcome for watching all of your ads. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. I mean, it is a way, absolutely, to support the channel. I don't know why it's giving it to you every time. And I don't know why you have to reset YouTube to be able to super chat. That's still so weird. I don't know if it's like a bank thing. Oh, sorry, Brimmed. I'm an idiot. I didn't see the second one. The other planet scene is a dream and Hal is gone. Okay. So this is why I said what I did earlier. Somebody said, you know, oh yeah, something like, thanks for pointing out that Hal is alive in 2026 in your video yesterday. And it's like, I don't want to get that in people's minds because, like, what if he does die? I don't want people to think that he is. But the thing is, that scene with him on the planet is 2026. But as Brimmed just said, is it a dream in 2026? Is Hal just a ghost to Jon Stewart? Is that leak still true? Like, so I don't want to make people think, oh, by the way, I've proven that Hal Jordan is still around in 2026. Because you need to bear in mind with TV shows like this, there's all kinds of things that can be trickery and whatnot. So he could be, but he might not be. So Hal could be gone. But even if Hal is gone, by the way, that doesn't mean that the show isn't still full of Hal Jordan. A lot of 2016 episodes, a lot of flashback episodes, a lot of possibly somehow Ghost Hal, Spectre Hal, Dream Hal, haunting Jon Stewart, God knows what. Very interesting, though. I never thought of that being a dream sequence. Kamikaze, thank you very, very, very much for the $10 super chat.
Guy like me, getting all that?
Guardians will be the big bad, and who Anton is referring to? That's what I said in my first reaction as well. I thought, when he's talking about they can shapeshift into any species, that line is 100% cut up. You can tell. And I thought maybe he's not even on about Manhunters. He could be on about the Guardians. Manhunters are a distraction. The army guy refers to is the Third Army. How will retaliate, drain the power core, and we get Parallax. I'm still not mega confident on the Parallax thing. I said this earlier in the stream. I just don't know if you're going to tackle all of these things and then you're going to have like an overarching, like, roided out Howard Jordan, Parallax kind of video game boss style kind of moment in the series. I don't know if I wouldn't go into it expecting that. I don't know if they'd be able to cover all of that ground with the existing mysteries going on. But yeah, you could be right. Like, what if Manhunters are a red herring or a distraction to really what is going on with Parallax? But I would be betting more towards Manhunters. Now, Manhunters can't traditionally shapeshift, but in one comic, they did enter that territory where they were more synthetic, and they did blend in and have, like, secret societies on Earth for a very, very long time. And that's from the DC Millennium crossover event. So they could borrow from that. And they could easily take the creative liberty of having Manhunters integrate into human civilization over the years, and they could still be around. So I wouldn't be surprised if they did do something like that as well. They don't shapeshift traditionally, but it has technically been done. If it were a dream, why would John imagine him shaved in a different jacket? I will tell you why, right? So here's a theory for you, Frey. Here's a theory for you. One thing I've noticed about the Howard Jordan in the 2026 timeline scenes, such as on the other planet. Remember so we talk about the leather jacket that he's wearing, right? And I also pointed out in that other scene where we see Hal look over like this, he's wearing a leather jacket, and I pointed out that he didn't have gray in his hair. What if that Hal Jordan is the Hal Jordan that Jon Stewart remembers watching on TV when he was younger? If you guys remember in the official trailer number 2, we had a flashback scene of mini Jon Stewart watching Hal Jordan on TV. What was he wearing? He was wearing a leather jacket, and he was obviously younger. He had, he saw him on screen with the Green Lantern suit on, but also in his leather jacket, with his younger brown hair. I wonder if he could be, with the theories of somebody earlier saying that, could he be a ghost? Could it be a dream sequence? I think if John was to imagine a dream sequence or imagine Hal Jordan as a ghost, it would manifest as the heroic, very heroic Lantern legend that he saw on TV when he was a child. I could be completely wrong about that, but that could be a reason as to why whoever just asked about, well, why would he have a different jacket if he was imagining him? Well, that could be why. That just came to me right now, by the way. I was like, you know what? I do remember that scene in the official trailer, and we had the little Jon Stewart looking at Hal Jordan in that leather jacket. Well, that could be... So he could be dead. Bookmark that, just in case I'm right. I could be wrong, though. We shall see. Zach, can you stop spamming? Again, shout out to Kamikaze for the $10 super chat. Appreciate it, man.
Guy like me. Getting all that?
Do not get an ad blocker. Get YouTube Premium. I'm half joking about it because obviously if you get ad blockers, if you don't get an ad blocker, it's what supports YouTube creators. Obviously, watching ads, I get they're fucking annoying. I really do. But it's what allows me and other creators to earn revenue through the platform, which supports the channel. But if you have YouTube Premium, obviously it costs money, but YouTube Premium means you don't get any ads. And what the membership does is that the membership fee goes to us YouTubers. Obviously, some of it goes to YouTube, but what would have been spent on ads is also filtered to us. So we still get paid through your YouTube Premium membership. Which is a cool thing. Like, so even if you get YouTube Premium, You're not getting ads anymore. You know that you're still supporting the creator because they're getting a part of that fee, basically. With whatever ad would have been on that video for you. Right. I think we're almost up to date with Super... Oh, we got Swifty. Bloody Swifty.
Thank you.
Swifty with the £5 super chat. Thank you very much, Swifty. I follow some hater YouTube to keep up with what people are saying about the Odyssey's success. A top comment. There are a lot of dimwits. So pathetic. Lol. You know what, guys? I still haven't seen the Odyssey. I really want to go see it. Obviously, with Baby Boba Life, it has been tough. Obviously, I prioritized Spider-Man because obviously we're going to cover that on the channel. But hater YouTube is certainly an interesting place. I mean, there's lots of things they'll shove out there to... female character, get woke, get broke. Go woke, get broke. How's it go again? I don't know. There's dimwits. Cannot watch this movie. Cancel it. I don't know. Brimmed and Pinned, thank you very much for another super chat.
Thank you.
The scene on the place set in the dream and Hal is gone. The scene set on the place in the dream and Hal is gone. Okay. Oh, yeah, so that was referring to what we were saying earlier. Sween sent in a... Is that a super sticker? Is that a super sticker? Or is it like a little emoji? I can't tell. But thank you very much, Sween, as always, for supporting the channel, bro.
Thank you. Guy like me. Getting all that?
Can we ban Zach this time? Zach, I will answer your question. Am I pissed at Sony's decision for discontinuing? I will be very honest with you. I mean, am I pissed off about it? No. I'm not that invested in it. I'm always would prefer physical media, obviously, but I do think there's an inevitability of that just dying off. Like, what, by the year 2223? Like, I don't think that's going to really... Who knows? Maybe it could still be more like a... physical media comeback or something like that. But no, I saw that news. Obviously, I looked at it and I was like, oh, that's a shame. And I moved on with my day. That's basically it. Like, I'm not like, oh yeah, fucking Sony. It is what it is. That's basically it. Do I care about it? Kinda, but not really. I mean, that's not to say I don't care about physical media. I do. If I could press... Let me put it this way. If I could press a button... And people, like physical media was promoted a lot more on shows, movies, seasons of television, you name it. Absolutely. I'd be like, yes, let it always be available. But whether I have anything to say about it or not, like, the inevitability of, that being phased out is going to happen. Do you know what I mean? So I don't look at that and I'm not like, oh yeah, I'm fucking pissed about it, mate. So. Right, let me get back to the trailer for a second. Are you afraid? Are you afraid?
No. Jordan's just keeping it warm.
That's a pretty small cell.
Sinestro.
JJ's like, no.
You don't really believe he's your backup, do you, Hal?
No.
Let's say what he actually is.
My replacement.
Do we think that's actually Jon Stewart's hand, by the way? Or because of the green lighting? Or is it... I think that's Hal's hand because he's in the sling now. I think that's his sling. And that's him charging it before he flies off, but... Yeah. I mean, obviously it doesn't mean it's in sequence, but... Now, do we think that this is Earth or a different planet? Could this be Oa? Could this... Like, where is John going here? I know I've explored a few theories, but, you heard that the Yellow Core isn't established yet? I assumed that it would be. Interesting. I assume that everything with Sinestro, not everything, obviously, but in this adaptation, the reason why Sinestro ended up in the Science Cell is because of these events have already happened in the past. You know, Yellow Lantern Corps, and, you know, I think Entertainment Weekly, like, said, it, you know, described it like a coup. There was a coup or something that he tried to do. But I think he fell from grace, so to speak. Like, he did that whole thing. It went south. He's been imprisoned. That's all in the past. And what is Jon Stewart looking at here when he's pulling this gun? Like, he is freaked out. Like, I mean, look at that.
Brightest day.
Some people are saying that this is a Manhunter.
Brightest day.
It's too hard to tell. Yeah, I see people say that they see the silver face, but I get it, right? Right there, you can kind of see, like, almost the faceplate of a Manhunter, but I don't want to just still assume that with how fast the motion is and, like, what it can do to even, like, a normal face, you know? But the explosion is very interesting. Very interesting.
In blackest night.
There's the other scene with how I believe in 2026. Notice again how, I know it's quite dark here, but he's wearing that jacket he was wearing when young Jon Stewart was watching him on TV.
Night.
And I actually do think that this is the same location as this. When Jon Stewart's walking to whatever this is with his bag. And I think a lantern battery is in that bag. But where is this? Notice how this has, like, all the circles, like a Green Lantern ring, but... Now, this is Anton here. Anton, from what we know, is an alien. So I assume all of these people are aliens. So I assume that those people who died on the football field could be the same aliens as these guys that were killed by maybe William Macon's men. But I have to admit, this whole part of the plot is very confusing to me. Because it's like, is there atrocitus aspects to it? Even if there is, are there different aliens to that? But then at the same time, you know, where do manhunters come involved? Doesn't Hal's hair look less grey in that scene, though, like he's younger? Yes. Now, we spoke about this earlier, and we were saying that if Hal is dead, he could appear to Jon Stewart as, like, a specter, like this ghost. And maybe Jon Stewart would see him as the way he saw him when he was a child. And don't forget, the way he saw him when he was a child was on TV as a younger, you know, Lantern legend.
In brightest day. In blackest night.
He saw him like that. Let me pull it up.
This ring, it's a great.
Ding, 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 ding.
But I just,
Are we getting more super chats? I can hear super chats. Oh my god, what is going on? Oh my god.
but I just,
This ring, it's the greatest weapon in the universe.
When and if to use it, that's the whole ball game, Junior.
Did you just use that ring to counterfeit money?
No.
Tell me how you got it. The ring.
You know how I got it. I sure as hell didn't interview for it.
Oh, well, shit, maybe you should have. Power like that, shouldn't you have to work for it?
Right, so with regards to what we were just talking about, if Hal is dead, and if that theory, whoever said that earlier, is that what if it's a dream sequence? What if it's a ghost? What if it's something like that? Why would Hal be looking younger in the 2026 scenes with, like, John looking and investigating the the Manhunter planet with Hal? Well, maybe Hal looks like that because John sees him like this.
I've been doing this since you were a baby. And the only way you're gonna get this
Well, okay, the scene's coming up.
ring is over my dead fucking body.
I think he likes me.
Everybody is lying to us.
We're not leaving here till we find out what they're hiding. Dangerous part of
Interesting scene, by the way. Bare feet, hospital gown, aftermath of the alien attack on Rushville, has the lantern battery, and he's wearing Hal's ring. We knew Hal was here, though, so it's weird.
The job. You need to be fearless.
How are you chosen
There we go.
for this?
It's only
That's how I think he sees him.
Chosen for this.
It's only one question.
That could explain this.
in blackest night.
And it could explain this.
Manhunters are the most dangerous beings to ever exist in the galaxy.
There he is. There he fucking is.
For this.
It's only one question. Are you afraid?
Are you afraid?
You afraid?
Are you afraid? Are you afraid? Are you afraid? Are you afraid?
I was raised fearless, and I'll do this better than he's ever done it before.
Then go and get it, Jon Stewart.
Are you afraid?
Alex.
In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might.
Also, what the fuck is this? It kind of reminds me of one of those portals that people can step out of. But, very, like, what? It kind of gives me, like, Black Lantern energy. Also, people were saying, I loved this imagery here. Right, Black Lantern logo, kind of. So up here, you have the lights. Right? Logo there. You're kind of missing the bottom bit here. But it kind of invokes that a little bit. A shortcut. Maybe. It could be. Very interesting that Hal seems to be letting John, like, rock with the ring here while they're fighting these people.
Where my power.
That would really hurt.
Green Lantern's light.
That's pretty cool.
Lantern's light.
Bleep. Seems like at that moment, Hal's getting bombarded. Right. Where were we? Sorry, I'm behind on the super chats. Thank you. Didn't you just post a 40-minute breakdown yesterday? I did. Well, not of every scene. But people were asking me on the previous stream to, like, watch it with you guys and go through it. And that's when the stream crashed. So, I thought I'd go through it again. Boba pausing every 2 minute... pausing a 2-minute ad every 2 seconds when he has about 500 super chats to read. Hold on. Silhouetted, I think Boba is avoiding my Snyder Bro question. I promise you, I am not. I literally have not got onto the next super chat yet. So I will get to that. I think yours was up next. Yeah, the last one we actually did was Sween. So the next one after was yours. So Silhouetted Animator, thank you very, very much for the $5 super chat. And guys, whoever sent in super chat, please don't think I'm avoiding it or ignoring it. I just haven't got to your one yet in the order that we're going through them in.
Thank you.
There are Snyder Bros threatening violence against Gunn on Twitter. Really? I mean, doesn't surprise me, but I haven't seen that. Could you tell me more about it? I haven't seen that going around. Sometimes it gets called out and I see it on my feed, but I have not seen it on mine. But doesn't surprise me whatsoever. Some people are crazy. What is happening? Yeah, I mean, that's also Twitter for you. Bloody Twitter. Make sure you avoid the spoilers as best as you can. For what, Jay Shoko? Chili Dolph, thank you so much for the £2 super chat. So is it looking like the Court of Owls are in the Batman 2? I mean, it does seem that way. I don't feel comfortable saying they're in it, because I do feel like a massive portion of it is fueled by fan theories and scoops. So, you know, Jeff Snyder's scoop about the Court of Owls and whatnot might not be true. Take it with a grain of salt. Jay Shocker, I've seen Spider-Man Brand New Day. I really, really, really liked it. Begsy, I don't think it was mid, man. I feel like this is the Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man movie I've been waiting for out of the whole home trilogy we've had. Like, genuinely. I really, really liked it. So. Have I talked about the villain being bad? What do you mean, Llama Prop? What, of Spider-Man? So, what I'll say about Sadie Sink's character is that I really liked Sadie Sink. But the movie, so like, I'm not going to say anything spoilery, don't worry. But I feel like her character was very run-of-the-mill and just kind of felt complimentary to the movie. The way I explain it in my review, which I haven't posted. I might not get around to posting it until Sunday, but I feel like the main antagonist of the movie is Peter Parker. Like the internal turmoil and you know, kind of crucible that he's going through is the character-driven antagonist of the film. She just kind of feels like a backdoor for something that the MCU is doing. It's like, okay, cool. It's kind of out of left field. It's not exactly a typical Spider-Man villain, but hey, you're in here, and I guess okay. Okay, cool. That's kind of how I felt about it. I wouldn't say it was bad. I just feel like it wasn't memorable. That's what I would say. I haven't, like, analyzed it to any, like, to be honest with you, I haven't, like, thought about, oh, is there any, like, plot holes or, like, nitpicky things? I mean, to be fair, there is one or two things. Like, there's one moment in the movie where... and this isn't like spoilery, but Peter's like, oh, you know, you're not a killer or whatever. And then it's like, I instantly thought back to this moment in the movie where this possessed old dude walks out into the road and gets hit by a car. And I was like, what? I'm pretty sure Sadie Sink's character, even from the tank scene and whatnot, like explosions and stuff, could have killed people. But hey, you could say that about so many... I'm not saying making excuses, but there are so many movies that, like, oh, this person doesn't kill. Meanwhile, they kill count at, like, 55 people. Right. Did you watch it with the wifey? No, I think little baby Boba is not... she is absolutely not old enough for us to both go to the cinema. So she's only a month old now. And so a 2.5 hour movie we couldn't do. We couldn't bring her to it. I don't think we could leave her with, you know, grandpa, because, you know, she might be screaming to the point of needing feeding. So, you know. Like, I went to see it for, obviously, the channel, but she cannot, like, really leave the baby right now. Not yet, anyway. I don't know, I would... Okay, don't worry, we won't talk about Brand New Day. I promise you I will not allow spoilers in this, but Agent Llama Prop, I would argue... To get into the DODC for, like, certain information, I could understand the certain lengths that she went to want to, like... But I can maybe see where you're coming from with the other things. Like, this is one of the criticisms I've seen for the film. Like, there's almost, like, a certain level of sadism. I can't talk about those scenes, though. That gets way too spoilery. with some of the things Sadie Sink's character does. It is a bit like, but did you have to do that though? It's a bit sadistic, right? And I'm only talking spoiler free. Like, this is what I'd say in my spoiler free review, you know. Why not choose an agent to get in? I think you could probably argue that there's that scanner, right? You can't, like, maybe that would pick up the... But I suppose you could say, but before the scanner measurements got put into place in that building... Okay, that's a very good point, Llama Prop. Are we going to get a final trailer for... I think that was the final trailer. But I'm trying to think about that. Is there any defenses I can give? The only thing I could think of is that person is, like, super, like, probably escorted and whatnot, but... I also don't think any other person leaving the building would know... Like, one defense I would say, the whole VMAX thing is not obviously remotely what anyone, you know... If she tried to get that information from anybody coming out the building, it would mean absolutely nothing. Do you know what I'm trying to say? However, I do agree, if it was from that certain Travis Tillman character, then yes, that would be problematic. Right, where are we? Brimmed, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. Okay, if John is wearing Hal's ring, could the ring hold an echo of Hal? And it's the ring projecting a Hal. I suppose it could. I suppose it could. What do you guys think of that? That is interesting. Could the ring hold an echo of Hal? I mean, there could be like a message recorded in it. I don't know if it would really project in the way it would be like a artificial intelligence kind of, you know, walking around kind of thing. That feels like... I mean, that'd be pretty cool. A message would make sense, but I don't know if it would present in the way that we see scenes in the trailer of, like, you know, actually projecting some kind of echo like that. But, that's an interesting theory. I'll definitely keep that in mind. Baby boner. Wait, what? Hard to talk about Hey Boba without spoilers, yeah. That's why I'm not, like, gonna talk about it.
Streets
but,
are crowded for the holiday.
Yeah, I think the thing for me, Llama Prop, is more my issue with how it wasn't really so memorable. And I think I can understand those fans who are saying, like, in this same movie where you're exploring what Peter is going through, you could also do that with one of, like, the main rogues gallery, if you know what I mean. But what they did is, while I still appreciate Sadie Sink's character, and I'm really looking forward to see more of her one day, it feels more like, I don't know, kind of, I don't know, not as grandiose, or like, it's more like, hey, like, we're doing this to, like, set this up one day, we're gonna put it in a Spider-Man film, and, like, hey, it's kind of cool, you know, it kind of works in some ways with how those two characters, I can't say things, but you found her memorable? I don't know. I wouldn't say, like, she has the gravitas of, like, I don't know, the green, like, if there was, like, a green goblin or whatever, you know? It would kind of feel like if in a Batman movie you had, I don't know, some random other character come in the same way, and you'd be like, oh yeah, but with the Joker or someone like that would have been kind of way more memorable, of like a Batman villain, that kind of thing. Yes, I will say, like, yes, I know what you're saying. The MJ scene is probably one of the best scenes in the movie. I guess I'm articulating myself wrong. There are memorable moments that happen as a result of Sadie Sink's character, but overall, like, is she a memorable antagonist? I suppose so. I don't know. I feel like there was something lacking there. Maybe it was a bit too run-of-the-mill, like, in terms of the plot for me. I'm not sure. I'm not even saying, like, this in, like, a super negative way. I just didn't find it... Like, I was way more... like, from my point of view, the Peter-centric, character-driven story is what carried the movie. And that's the only way I could really communicate that. Oh man, there were some heart-wrenching scenes in it, yeah. Prepare for some emotional scenes. I know, I'm having a hard time with it as well, man. Boba, spoiler without spoiling it. Where can I watch it other than the theater? Well, the theater, Sween. You've got to watch it in the theater. Right, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here. We have another super chat from Noah. Noah, thank you very much. For someone who has not read any Green Lantern comics, do you have any suggestions of short runs to check out? The first thing that came to my mind was the one that I think the most recent one I read was for when we were exploring all of the theories quite a while back now for all of the Atrocitus stuff. And I wanted to understand how his story went when it came to the idea of Paul Ben Victor possibly playing Atrocitus in Lantern. So I'm pretty sure that Secret... correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't that Secret Origins? That's where you get into, like, William Hand, Blackest... Like, well, it's not truly Blackest Night, but it's, like, the very early, like, origin of, like, Atrocitus going after William Hand. And it gets into all of that stuff, from, like, Abin Sur to Atrocitus, like, being on Earth. You get, like, the William Hand origin in it. And I feel like Lanterns could be drawing quite a bit from that. You also learn about all kinds of other things. So I think it's Secret Origins is what I would say, probably. Is where I would start if you want to maybe read something that could maybe influence Lanterns, possibly. I know Tom King was saying anything like when it comes to Jon Stewart out of the 80s. What else was he saying? Oh, what else was he saying? My brain is going blank. Is Lanterns getting a red carpet event? I don't think so. No, it's not a movie, after all. Well, not that you have to be a movie. I suppose some shows do that as well. But yeah, I mean, maybe start there. Let me double check, though, if that's actually the right one. Green Lantern Secret Origins. Yes, and there's obviously there's a lot of Sinestro in that as well. Yeah, Green Lantern Secret Origins, 2008. Thank you very much, Noah.
Thank you.
Kamikaze, thank you very much for the 5 Rapunzels.
Thank you. Guy like me. Getting all that?
Thank you.
Thank you.
The city streets are crowded for the holiday.
Did we just get... Is it repeating itself again? Or did we just get another membership? Oh, let me check. Who got... Oh, okay, we got a new membership. I'll get to that in a minute. No, JJ, Cape Crusader is not super ass. And, oh yeah, sorry, while I remember, somebody said something about Batman Cape Crusader earlier. I'm like, I don't know if I'm... Well, I don't know when I'm going to be getting around to actually reviewing that. I know it's out now, right? I should have really tried to have got screeners for that like I did for the first season, but Amazon probably would have also said no. For some reason, nobody wants to give me screeners these days. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen season 2. I don't know if it's good, if it's... I've heard it's got 80-something% on Rotten Tomatoes. The first season came at 90-something. So, I'm not sure. Yeah, right, sorry. I'm getting way too distracted right now. Right. Kamikaze, what are your thoughts on the Third Army, though? I feel like no one is talking about that being a possibility. Third Army. Third Army. Third Army. Third Army. Can somebody remind me what the bloody Third Army is? Third Army. DC Comics. Villains from DC Comics, newly created soldiers of the God. Oh, okay. Okay. I mean... Wait, are we talking about as a candidate for the shapeshifter? Or... like, just something in general, like maybe something influencing Manhunters, like an amalgamation of something in this adaptation. Third Army was a force created by the Guardians of the Universe to counter their last 2 armies, the Manhunters and the Green Lantern Corps. I don't know too much about the Third Army, but they look very interesting. I really don't... The army the guy is referring to that's being sent... That would make the Guardians be the bad guys and want to make Hal retaliate. I mean, I'm just thinking, like, in the trailer, I mean, I don't think anything like that would have appeared to Jon Stewart's mother, so if we're talking about present day, when it comes to the aliens dying in the town, Manhunters, maybe people are thinking that it's Manhunters when it could really be the Third Army. I don't think there'd be a switch up like that, though, like a, oh no, we think it's this, but actually it's this. They're able to create more of their race from the other species created by Guardians to eradicate free will from the universe. I'm just kind of reading about them now. I'm gonna have to read more read more about them after this stream, or like maybe for the next video. But thank you, Kamikaze. I haven't heard anyone talk about that until now, so I'll definitely do some research into that. Seriously though, Lanterns needs merch. There is merch on the American DC shop website, but not on the UK one yet. But yeah, you can get the Green Lantern ring, you can get a bomber jacket, you can get all kinds of things. That would make the Guardians be the bad guys and make Hal want to retaliate. Okay. Okay. Oh, as soon as I heard Guy mention army, that's where my mind went to immediately. The thing is, I'm pretty damn confident that Guy isn't talking to Hal in that scene. I think he's talking to John. But I am also very curious, like, what Guy means by that. Like, he's sending a whole army to put you down. That's like, okay, what, did you piss off Antan? And there's like a whole alien army coming after him. Is there something else happening there? That's been one of the most interesting lines from the trailer for me, to be honest. T to the Sween. Thank you so very much for another super chat. I see that this one got through. Thank you very much, man. You. Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. No, it's destroyed it. Come back. Where is it? Okay. Just realized that Cape Crusader Season 2 came out. Gonna start after this stream because I know it doesn't top this. Boba Goat, thank you so much, man. JJ, what's up? Yeah, so we were just touching on that. I don't know how many of you in chat have watched Cape Crusader already, but I will try and get to it as well. Maybe next week I'll be able to watch a few of the episodes. I can talk about it on live stream if I don't make a video. But yeah, I'm really intrigued to check it out. I like the first season. I hope that the second season's episodes are good. I'm really looking forward to the Joker, this iteration of the Joker, and seeing how they tackle him in like a 1930s, 40s setting. So, what's it on? Amazon Prime. I think all episodes release at once. Why isn't it letting me read the reply? Hold on, Sween. It's not letting me click on the reply.
But I just...
Oh, Boba, I sent the sticker because I wanted to see if it would let me. And it did, but it wouldn't let me send super chats at the time. I don't get why YouTube keeps gatekeeping the ultimate Sween chats. You're too powerful, Sween. Too powerful. Thank you, man, as always.
Guy like me. Getting all that.
And then we're back with Swifty. Thank you so much, Swifty, for the £5 super chat once again. Yeah, I don't like a lot of woke either, but too much hate from the anti-wokers. By the way, Boba, you don't get enough credit for how nice you are. You don't get triggered. I mean, I get triggered in my own way, but like, I don't know. I mean, to be fair, I think I get the opposite of it. I think I get called a shill because I don't get triggered enough for some people's liking. I don't know. I think my answer to that would just be I try and tackle whatever it is. Like, even if it's a delay to the Batman, I'm like, well, okay. What am I going to do? Whinge about it? Like, be right. I mean, to be fair, I think something could make me super pissed, but I don't know what it would be. I just try and approach things as rationally as I can. And, yeah, I mean, some of those channels out there do get, like, super, like, foaming at the mouth triggered when it comes to certain shows and movies if things go a certain way. If Part 2 got cancelled, my God. You do not want to see... You do not want to see that version of Boba. My God. That'll be Savage Boba. Savage Hulk. I still can't believe we've got like 150 odd people here at like a Friday night at 20 to 1 in the morning for me. 41 minutes past midnight. Welcome to anybody in the stream that is just, you know, chilling on a Friday night. I'm sure that's what you're doing. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're like walking around somewhere. I don't know. Maybe you're driving and you've got me on in the background. Where are you right now, guys? Let me know in the chat. I assume that 90% of you would say, well, I'm at home, but maybe you're not. Maybe some of you are at work. Thank you, Swifty. JJ replying once again with the what's up to Mr. Sween over here with his what's up. Thank you, JJ.
Thank you.
The antagonist. Swifty back at it again with another £5 super chat. Thank you so very much. I hope you feel the same about me. I've never once judged you for being a shill. By the way, regarding Spider-Man, their headline was that it made the MCU look bad. What the fuck? Really? You know what? You did actually, Swifty. You said that's why James Gunn fired me for the Lantern screeners or something like that. That's why I didn't get Lantern screeners. I'm joking. Interesting. They think that Spider-Man Brand New Day made the MCU look bad. I would definitely not agree with that. I think it's one of the better recent MCU movies. Absolutely. Doing the dishes. Fair enough. Watching me while I'm at work, says Cedric. Cooking. Nice. You're at work as well, Josh Stone says. It's cool to know. Begsy, what would you say some of the biggest issues are without giving any spoilers away? Oh my god. Again, excuse the yawning, guys. It's getting a bit late over here for me. Not normally, like, I'm normally a night owl, but ever since, well, to be fair, it was even before the baby. But coming up to 1 a.m. for me is like, help. Yo, how are you typing in the shower? Beware his power. Right, sorry, I'm once again very distracted. Yeah, Swifty, I have no idea why they say it made the MCU look bad, but I really like Spider-Man. I really do. Like, I was so happy with the movie. Not perfect. You can always, like, bloody hell, guys. Like, with comic book movies especially, you can always, like, chisel the crap out of, like, the plot if you wanted to. The biggest tick box for me was Peter Parker, and having this feel like the most familiar that he's felt as Spider-Man, in that of, like, more of a traditionalist sense. So I'm currently residing in my humble abode. Good. Boba, wake the fuck up. Excuse me, Swifty. Excuse me. I go to bed at 11 p.m., but worth it. You always make me happy. That is very kind of you to say, Swifty. I really appreciate your kind words, as always, and your very kind super chats. You're very, very generous with the amount that you send in. Pretty much every stream. The same goes for a lot of you guys supporting the streams. I say this all the time, but I really am grateful for all of you. Speaking of, we have Mr. Falcon here and Jordan Sailor join Hero membership. Really? Both at the same time, and they're not even gifted memberships? Thank you very, very much. We've had 12 new members this stream. 10 gifted earlier by Lions Fan Y. And then we got two of you guys to sign up. Thank you very much.
But I just...
Then we have Jordan Sailor with the $13.99 Canadian dollar super chat. Thank you very much. What do they think they are? What do I think they're doing with the Manhunters? They don't shapeshift in the comics. Hopefully they don't change them. Sorry if you answered this. I just got here. No worries, dude. So I did a video yesterday. I recommend checking it out. But I covered this one comic where they do kind of shapeshift. They basically infiltrate Earth, and they have sleeper agents. They have more synthetic android kind of blending into human society manhunters. So they could have taken inspiration from DC Millennium. It's maybe unlikely, but it has been done. I knew you would say that, JJ. I'm just saying, like, technically they could do that. So I wouldn't rule it out, basically. They don't traditionally shapeshift, though. They're normally robots, like, straight up, yeah. But they could have gone more of a kind of Westworld robotic design, if you know what I mean. Like, full-on Manhunter, but synthetic skin and stuff on top.
But I just...
Stefan, Manhunters could be a red herring, but I think they could tie to it all. Begsy, did you reply to what I said? I think the story of Peter's mutation is very on and off. Sometimes he's overwhelmed and next he's okay. I do agree with that. I do agree with that. I think I mentioned something like that in my video where, again, need to be careful with spoilers, but I like the amount of fun kind of and action you kind of get out of that in sequences, but there is a certain part in the movie where everything's just like mastered and it's like, how does that work? And, you know, so I get what you're saying. Is that one, like, do you have any other issues? Police should have arrested. I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, again, I can't speak about it. Don't worry, guys. I'm not gonna give spoilers, I promise. Seeing people, like, drop out the stream like flies whenever I talk about Spider-Man. I mean, I get it, though, right? But with that scene, with the Punisher llama prop, I was thinking, yeah, why is he just sat there? That's really, like, that's a bit, like, carefree, isn't it? That's what I was trying to communicate earlier, Begsy. She felt more complimentary to the movie, not memorable in the sense of what you would expect when doing a Spider-Man villain in a Spider-Man movie. Having said that, still really enjoyed Sadie Sink, but it was more just... Not that there weren't memorable moments as I went over with Llama Prop earlier, but it was kind of like, eh, it's alright. You know, that's... Stefan, it's fine. Like, with what we're talking about right now with Spider-Man, it's more... That's just spoiler-free talk. Do you know what I mean? I could be like... I could say in a spoiler-free... Oh, yeah, like, Peter's journey in the movie... like, I know they were giving us a more character-driven story, but it really wasn't done justice. I could have said... I don't think that, but, like, I could say that, right? But that's not spoilery. That's just a spoiler-free review of the main character's journey in the film, you know? Right, we've got more super chats to get through. But yeah, Jordan, by the way, I don't know what they're doing specifically with the Manhunters outside of that, because the trailers haven't given that away at all. It could be a misdirect. You know, we know there's aliens. We know that Paul Ben Victor's people are seeking vengeance. We know that there could be Manhunters, but the trailers haven't really given away anything to what the Manhunters could really be up to. I feel like the trailers really aren't showing as much as what people think. I think we've only had crumbs of like the first episode or two, and then even when it comes to the 2026 stuff, that's just been like a little speck. So God knows what happens in like the back half of the season, or even like episode 2, 3, 4, 5 onwards.
But I just...
Where is it? Aha. Swifty, thank you. Oh, okay. Thank you very much for the £2. No, I mean, when you talk to people, like, you're never rude. I mean, I don't get why you'd want to be. Do you kind of, like, actually watch people who talk to people when they are rude? In live streams and videos? I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't get why anyone would want to be rude or be an arsehole to people. Unless they deserved it or something, you know? Oh, Mr. Falcon. Mr. Falcon. Falcone. Thank you very much for the $5 super chat. Sorry. I feel like now we're getting to 1 a.m. I'm like, right, my God, like my speech is just slipping up. But Mr. Falcon, thank you so much. Not only that, you say just became a member. You're the best DC channel on YouTube, man. Hope you and the fam are doing good. Boba, I'm glad to be here. That is so kind of you to say. Thank you so much, man. Honestly, comments like that really make my day. Just, there's no other way to put it than, like, you know, you sent in a super chat, you sent in, like, support to that level, and not only that, you're like saying something very nice and sweet and kind. So thank you very much. You know, it wasn't like a question. It was just like, hey, man. So thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Falcon, and thank you for being a member. Speaking of membership, we have a super chat here from, oh no, another membership from Darth Psalm 9771. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You guys, what is going on here? Right, I think we're getting slowly but surely up to date with these super chats. Shout out to Darth Psalm for joining membership and Mr. Falcon. Right, Kak Rotz Glock. Thank you very much for the $2 super chat.
Thank you.
Was Spider-Man better than Superman? Ooh. Ooh. I think I enjoyed them like at a similar level. I think Superman. I'm really trying to think hard about this. I think they're both like very similar in terms of my enjoyment factor. I'm not trying to cop out here. Superman like is very different to what Spider-Man was going for. Spider-Man is a much more character-driven story. Superman is a very James Gunn film, but a James Gunn film that's doing something different. It's very fantastical, Silver Age DCU Superman, and I love that for that. But like, it's kind of like how Parker just said there. Probably better in different ways. Yes, same can be said for Superman. Now, you guys know me. When it comes to picking, I find it very hard to do. I think sometimes, yes, there's a clear winner, but when I'm kind of at the opinion of how this is my favorite Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, out of like the Home trilogy, like this is better than Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home, in my opinion. Superman, I really enjoyed it. It's not perfect, but like there's so much I love about it. Like David Corenswet, Nicholas Holtz, Luthor, you know, the establishment of the DCU. But, you know, there's weak parts of it. You know, we've gotten to that before. I don't think Ultraman is all that, like, and various other things. So, but yeah, I is Spider-Man better? Like Spider-Man Brand New Day. Like, the recency bias in me wants to say yes. Like, did I enjoy that more? Maybe. Maybe. It's a tough one. Because I obviously have quite a fixation on like the DC side of things, but obviously having just seen Brand New Day and enjoying that a lot, and then it's like, okay, is it better than Superman? I don't think there's a lot in it if it is. I don't think, like... You know, I wouldn't put, like, them at completely different ends of the spectrum. Like, both ways, Superman was good in some ways, and Spider-Man has its positives. I mean, both movies do. Kenya King said, I did not care about Holland's Spider-Man in the MCU, but Brand New Day made me care about him for sure, which is a win in my book. I think it's going to do that for a lot of people. Superman wasn't as emotional. And I think it would, like, don't get me wrong, it had emotion in it, but it wasn't as emotional as what Gunn's movies usually are. Brand New Day ticks that box a lot, which is why I think maybe I would resonate with that a bit more. But Superman was a lot more like comic book fantastical in the ways that I'd love to see. You know, I love seeing that just, you know, splattered onto like the canvas. And I think Gunn did a good job with all of that. But Brand New Day, after like 3 movies with Tom Holland and finally getting a movie like this, it felt a bit more satisfying, I guess you could say. So, right. Good question, though. I'm going to think about that a bit more, Kaka. Thank you so much for the super chat. But I would say maybe it is. Maybe it is for me right now. But I'm going to meditate on that quite a bit. Like, really like Superman, but I know I keep saying the same things, but I'm thinking I'm coming to a conclusion of Spider-Man. In terms of, like, I don't like pitting things up against each other so much, but it's kind of like this for me. Maybe? Swifty, thank you so much for the £2 super chat. I'm 2. Ahead of Sween, though always behind the big boys. Wait, you're ranked 2? Ahead of Sween? They're always behind the big boys. Thank you, Swifty. I'm glad that you've climbed. Wait, you climbed up the ranks of the leaderboard. This is what I mean about my speech this far into a. But I'm starting to. I just saw a crazy red chat. I think I might know who that's from. I haven't properly got to it yet. We've got a couple more to go. But that is interesting. Very interesting. Okay, right. Swifty, thank you.
Thank you.
I am so... yeah, I mean, Begsy, I've just looked at the chat there. He is so behind. I'm trying. I really am. I'm really trying to get ahead. Classic BobaTalks. Hey, I like to think that I try give some bang for the buck here. That I don't just read a super chat out. It's like, well, you know, was Spider-Man better than Superman? Right, okay, next super chat. You know, I'm 2 ahead of... Okay, right, next super chat. No, I try and engage, but I do realize that sometimes... I do waste a lot of time. I do get it. And I worry that those people who sent in the super chats disappear and they think, that guy didn't even fucking read my super chat. And it's like, yes, I did. Right. Calirion, thank you so much, man, as always, for supporting the channel as much as you do. I would dare say an OG. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat.
Guy like me.
Getting all that. How much do you think we should read into Luke Hull's recent Instagram posts? All of those geometric shapes and architectural elements. A new look for some part of Gotham? I don't think I've seen them. So what does Mr. Production Designer of The Batman Part 2 have to show on his Instagram? Let's have a little look-see. Ooh. Ooh. It kind of gives me like a maze, kind of like that latest one. Somebody said Wayne Corp. Wayne Enterprises. That'd be pretty cool. Very interesting. I think it would be pretty interesting if it was Wayne Enterprises, given how much more Bruce Wayne we're getting in this movie. If that kind of Office Space one was... I mean, let me pull it up on stream. See what you guys think. Are you afraid? Are you afraid? There we go. Oh, come on. It won't let me click on the actual bloody picture. Fuck off. There we go. I got past you, Instagram. I mean, it could be part of an office building, but I'm not sure. But it could be nothing at the same time. I mean, are those handbags there? Could this be Scarlett Johansson's living quarters, where she is one of the elite of Gotham, with her little handbaggies on the old shelf there? I don't know. Honestly, Clarion, maybe. We'll have to bookmark that for, like, maybe when we could learn more. But yeah. Oh no. Internal temp high, allow it to cool. Guys, we have lost signal. Boba technical difficulties. Shit. What are we going to do? I have another camera, but it's kind of out of commission. Right, I'm going to have to let it cool for like 5 seconds. In the meantime, here's the Elgato no signal thing. Calerion, what have you done? Thank you, by the way. Really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Right, I'll be able to turn it on in a second, but I probably should let it cool if it's pissed off at me. Like, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. Bloody heat in this room. Charge of a lantern battery. This is actually hilarious. Like, people just joining the stream right now would be like, what's going on? We need some elevator music. To be fair, we're playing some elevator music right now, but we need some, like, technical difficulty. Music. Swifty said, love that when I say I hate woke, it sometimes triggers people here. Plus, on the other slightly more hate channel, the opposite, I just want them to watch the world burn. You're just there, like, hate watching the hate channel people. Which I understand. Sometimes you just want to see the perspective of, like, what some people are saying, even if, like, it's not what you agree with. So, yeah. Thank you very much for that. Right, let me just try and sort out this camera. Right. Come back to life. We are back. But for how long? I've got a feeling that it's gonna crash again. And oh my god. Swifty, thank you. But
thank you.
I knew I saw a red one, and I didn't quite know. I didn't see the amount, but like red can be like 99. Wait, what? Why is it so tiny? Bro, what is... Jesus Christ. Jesus. What have you done, Sween? YouTube's let you super chat. And T to the Sween has come in with a $200 super chat. It didn't let me type. What is going on with YouTube on your phone, man? It doesn't let you send a super chat. Then it does. And then it let you send in a 200 one and it doesn't even let you type a message. Dude, thank you so much, man. I can't even put into words how crazy your support is on these live streams. I mean, I feel like everyone here must know by now. Right, okay, read the replies. Hold on. Okay, I will try. My God, I wish I... Sween, I wish I had... I mean, actually, I was about to say I wish I had poppers. For those who have been here long enough, you should know about the super chat poppers. But ever since Baby Boba arrived, I think I would be castrated if I let off one of those poppers. Because, let's just say that would wake the baby up and Baby Boba would be going crazy at me. God damn. But we're going to be whipping a Range Rover with super chats like this. Oh my God. Kid Chaos says, get a damn AC. How many more times do I need to say? Trust me, I want to get a bloody AC. But they're all sold out. I said this earlier in the stream. I was watching a news video today. And literally, AC sales in the UK have gone up 300%. So trust me, I would love to use the super chat money that you guys sent in whenever that was, like a month ago, when there was like a crazy heat wave here. And yeah, I've been looking to order one in particular from Midea. I believe that's the brand. Midea. Sold out everywhere because everyone has hoarded them. And obviously ordering internationally would just be crazy. But I think they're going to be coming back soon. I think they just all got ordered, but they're going to be coming back in. So, yeah, shipping, customs, like tax, if I ordered it. Because the thing is, these ACs are like 800 to 1,000 pounds or something like that. So if I ordered that, like, internationally, that would be insane. They stack so many fees on top of that to get it over here. Plus, it's a huge, like, they weigh a ton. Like, they're, like, this big. Chelly Dobbs trying to trigger me. Boba ain't 6'2", lol. We just seen you stand. Yes, I am. But seriously, guys, chat, please, massive shout out to T to the Sween for the $200 super chat. He just absolutely sent this stream goal to 483.35. Wait, now I remember what you said. You're like, you can thank Swifty for that super chat. Is that because she said she got to rank 2? And now T to the Sween has ascended to rank 1 with 12,110 XP. We have Real Bleep at rank 2. Swifty is at rank 3. Oh my God. Another heat wave coming. I know. They're always coming at the moment. Sween, honestly, man, I need to find an alternative to the poppers because I can't do the poppers anytime soon. You know what? Maybe I should try it once at some point just to see if Baby Boba did wake up, you know? That would be quite an entertaining stream. You can imagine it's like, thank you so much, Sween. It's like, poof, and then I hear a and I'll be like, oh shit. She is a she? You didn't know Baby Boba was a she? Read both your replies? I clicked on the super chat, but there was only one reply from you, Sween, I think. Oh, you learned to gritty yet, Boba? The gritty. I remember you saying that, because I was like, I didn't even know what it was to begin with. I have not. I apologize. Wait, why isn't it letting me click that? There we go. I have not. I am ashamed. But to be fair, I don't even know how I would learn and show you the gritty like feet movement and all, with this camera. I would need to get this camera. Wait, can I show this camera? As well. And then like point that at the floor. So we have like a 2-perspective view. Boba, do a little crypt walk. I feel like really Boba Boomery. Dougie. Like, I feel like such a boomer. I don't know what all these moves are. You could tell me something and I believe that it's a dance move. And I'd be like, wait, what? A virtual party popper. Well, I don't really have those stream effects, unfortunately. Do not crypt walk. Will I tear my ACL all the way through, like I already have kind of done? Read all the replies. Let's have a look. There's only one, for some reason, Sween, it's only showing me one. We got Goddamn from Swifty. We have that from Stefan. And then Boba gonna be whipping a Range Rover. But there's no more replies from you, Swifty, for some reason. There's this one. What are you saying, Jay Shocker? What are you saying? It's a gang walk. Oh, okay. Yeah, Swifty, I'm trying to... sorry, Sween. I'm trying to find the other replies. But I don't know why they aren't displaying. But, guys, can I get a bunch of spam in the chat for Sween, please? Because I can't do anything my end. I need spammed W's in the chat. As many as I can get, please. I will start us off. I'm not seeing enough W's. I'm not seeing enough. Come on. I'm like the only one doing it. There's the occasional other W that pops up, but it's like YouTube's gonna like censor me from my own live stream chat. Come on. Come on. Out spam me, people. This is for T to the Sween. Come on. To be fair, it might actually be telling you guys not to spam. But, like, for some reason, it just lets me. Come on. Spam. Sween, man, I'm gonna send a screenshot to my wife right now. Because I remember, I do this every now and again because... One time she was actually, I think, watching the stream in the background and she sent me a message and it was like a screenshot being like, bloody hell. Like, she was like, what the fuck? Like, in terms of how crazy you guys go with this support. And I was like, I know. Like, holy shit. So, once again, I'm just like, hey, like, check this out. This is crazy. Yes, Mrs. Boba passes on her thanks as well, Sween. And not only just Sween as well, obviously. Swifty to everyone else. Kalerion. You know, Brimden Pinned. JJ. Noah. Kimikaze. Everyone who's super chatted. Like, it's... You guys always, like... Literally transcend the frickin'... Like, at this point, you are, like elevating the channel's revenue to so much more than what it ever used to be because of like the support you guys give me. Like also the gifted memberships earlier as well from Lions Fans Y. It's amazing. And the 3 other members who joined membership. It's blocking your W. Yeah, to be fair, I probably would do that. I'm glad that we dedicated some spam chat to Sweem while we still could. I'm still worried about my camera, like, overheating again, because it's really annoying. It shouldn't do that. But I think when I stream for, like, over mind you, like, I've streamed for over 3 to 4 hours before, but I think when it gets hot in here, right now it's almost 30 degrees Celsius, which isn't crazy, but it's pretty damn hot. Like, what's that in Fahrenheit? It's 86 degrees Fahrenheit with no AC, so it's not, like, ideal. So the camera, like, the battery in it, like, just gets really, really, really hot. And because I think technically it films in 4K, even though I'm streaming in 1080p. So I think it's, like, getting way hotter than what it should be. Yeah, no, it's been cooler lately. Real Bleep, thank you so much for the £2 super chat tonight. Boba technically streamed till next month. Holy shit, that is so weird to say right now, guys. It is August 1st. Baby Boba is now officially 1 month old, and I missed the she was born at 44 minutes past midnight. So right now it's 18 minutes past 1. Baby Boba. Oh yeah, Lanterns is in just 2 weeks time, just over 2 weeks time. Cedric, I've done the gritty with the Slytherin crew down in Hogwarts. Big up to the Slytherin brat. What the fuck? Boba, you're making me spam this. The real bleep. Right. No worries, Thunder Mikey. Yeah, we're now in August. I have streamed until... have we done that before? I don't think we have. Right, we've got 3 super chats from Swifty in a row. Thank you very much for the £5, the £2, and the £5 super chat. Once saw Campier say something like, if people don't like a certain race swap, they are idiots and can leave. Also, Den of Nerds Josh always gets triggered. Does he? To be fair, like, I don't watch Den of Nerds, but I didn't know he gets triggered on streams. I am in the future. I do realize that some of you guys are, what, 6 hours behind? 8 hours behind? Swifty then says, now competing with Bleep, Sween just donated his soul. Oh my god, I'm really behind. If this is, when did you send? I wish they had timestamps on these super chats, you know. But what the fuck? I'm not a she. Maybe because I said Matt Smith was... Wait. I've definitely I've definitely assigned you to a she in my brain. But what the fuck? I'm not a she. Maybe because I said Matt Smith was hot. Laugh my ass off. To be fair, he is hot. But by the way, I always start competition with super chatters plus get destroyed. Okay, so Swifty is a he. Okay, I shall remember this. I shall try and remember your pronoun. But I might just keep calling you a she. I'm joking. But then I'll get cancelled for misgendering, won't I? Please don't cancel me. The real bleep. Thank you so much for the £2 super chat, man. Boba, you need to time out for immense spam. I shall never. You shall not stop me. Maybe I do need time out. You know what? Maybe that's what the camera will do. Maybe it will cut out the video. Sorry, I just saw Cedric's message of misgendering Swifty. Weary face. Thank you so much, Bleep. And Sequential Art Chick with the late. We're finally up to date. I think we're up to date on the super chats. Boba, are you going to vote for Count Binface? I was looking into UK politics. He seems like a cool guy. Count Binface. Well, can I get a picture of him up? The top stories. Meet the man dressed as a bin who is trying to disrupt British politics. I'll be honest with you, I am pretty ignorant of politics in the UK because it just stresses me out otherwise. Is democracy a joke? Count Binface, my god. He literally looks like an Incredibles villain. Do you know what I mean? Damn. Interesting. Count Binface. Sequential, I will look more into this guy because of you. Very intrigued to learn more about Count Binface. This is Democracy Manifest. Meal? God, I've got that stuck in my head now. Begsy, believe it or not. Do you even vote, bro? He's the best candidate. I do. The unstoppable rise of Count Binface. I mean, I get where you're coming from, Begsy, but like, I mean, there's a whole like top story here. Who is Count Binface? But yeah, I don't know. I'm not into football either. I'm unfortunately, Speedy. I mean, World Cup, I'll watch that, but other than that, very much so not into football. Love basketball though, but not that I stay up to date with basketball games. But in terms of sport, he's the man to fix the UK. That's what they all say, Begsy. That's what they all say. I don't like football because it's fans, says the real bleep. Yeah, I guess we can't put everyone under the same banner, but I do feel like, yes, there is a certain herd mentality when it comes to football. Football. I think that always put me off it when I was younger, you know. I wasn't one of those kind of British people who was always like a part of the hooligan-y kind of football. Kind of like, yeah, mate, like that. That always just cringed me out. Like, I'm not really that kind of. Are you allowed to not like football? It definitely ostracizes you from certain. Well, you know, you can't engage in certain conversations and whatnot. If you're like pretty clueless on it.
I just, oh.
Baby Boba 1 month. I think I just heard the alarm go off, so I think Baby Boba is about to be woken up. For a feeding. Swifty with the £5 super chat. Thank you very much. Swifty is an amazing woman. I'm joking. That was a joke. In my opinion, between Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, Night of the Seven Kingdoms, it's much more consistent in quality than Marvel and Star Wars, and probably future DCU. HBO's just built different quality over quantity. I will say, I would say that the Thrones universe, well, with the exception of like how things ended there is more of a consistency in that quality than what Star Wars is doing from like, yeah, you could say like Andor versus The Acolyte versus Ahsoka, you know. So I don't know, I wouldn't say the same for the DCU though, Swifty, just because you know, I think Lanterns, you know, well, I suppose that's HBO, that could be pretty sick. Clayface could have that quality, but I guess we'll have to wait and see for what other projects will be like. But yeah, HBO, I think they do kind of really vet what they want to make, you know? But I have been enjoying House of the Dragon. I haven't watched the latest episode yet. I fell asleep last night watching it, so I might carry on watching it after this stream. But I do need to catch up on some other things as well. Prince Robot, have I seen the booster news? And again, thank you so much, Swifty. By the way, the booster gold news isn't what you may think to anyone brand new joining the stream. You may have heard that Booster Gold has been cancelled at DC Studios. Really, what it seems to be is that the writer, David Jenkins, who handed in the script, that script is not moving forward, but that doesn't mean the series isn't moving forward at DC Studios. It's just that a bunch of reports got sent out there being like, the series is no longer moving forward, but there's already been corrections on those reports. So... yes. What are you laughing at, Jay Shocker? What are you fucking laughing at? Eh? I really, really want to... I think, you know, at this point, I really want to see... I mean, this was the case always, but I really want to see the design to Brainiac. Maybe we're not going to get it, but... you know... to see Lars Eidinger as Brainiac, I don't want to get my expectations up too much, because what if it's actually just like, oh, that wasn't as good as what I thought it'd be. But what if it is? What if Brainiac looks like crazy? I would actually kind of want him to look more Injustice-y. I kind of like that, like, Koluan, yet kind of armored, kind of... I don't think many people say that about Injustice, you know, oh, I want them to look like the Injustice version, but I feel like Brainiac looked pretty good. Real Bleep's like, I've been overtaken! The Jedi taking over! That's what that really reminded me of. Palpatine's just like, oh, see, Anakin, the Jedi taking over.
But I just... oh.
I've been overtaken! Anakin! Oh, please, please. I'm weak. I'm too weak. Please don't kill me. Swifty, thank you very much for the £2 super chat again.
Thank you. Guy like me. Getting all that?
And any other universe too. By the way, oh shit, I'm too cool. Wait, what? And any other universe too. Oh, really? Okay. By the way, oh shit, I'm 2. You're 2. Oh, you're rank 2. Okay, you're rank 2. Okay, it takes me a minute, Swifty. It takes me a minute. You are. You've overtaken the real bleep. The real bleep. T to the Sween says, please, Boba, please what? What have I done? When Sween says please, I'm like, fuck. Sorry, Swifty, I skipped past that.
Thank you.
After you said soda, shocked you, didn't call it... Wait, after you said soda, shocked, you didn't call it soccer. You know what? I'll take that. I'll take that. I don't always do my British people proud. Sometimes I refer to too many American terminologies, and it's disgraceful. You guys have infected my vocabulary. So... but what was Sweet saying, please, Boba, to? Please read me. Oh, wait. Okay. I'm trying to find it. Where are you? Where are you, Sween? I'm trying to find your previous message, but it's getting lost. Again, there's another please. I'm trying. Where are you? I'm literally scrolling up, Sween. And the last message that you sent is, Boba, you're making me spam this. And then it won't let me scroll up anymore. That's really weird. Why won't it let me scroll up more? It's probably because I spammed so many W's in the chat for you that it blocked out your previous messages. Why won't it? Yeah, Sween, for some reason I can't find your message. I don't know if it's been marked as spam or something, but... Am I going crazy? Just check the message above the one where he said. It's not letting me. I did that. I scrolled up to try and find the message right above this one. At the bottom. Am I going crazy? Like, I swear to you, Sween. Look. It says, you said right above this one, right? I go above that one. T to the Sween says at the bottom. There's nothing in between that. And then above that one, it says, read me. No, I think he means the message above what he said. Oh my god. I'm going crazy, guys. What is going on? That's so strange. I don't know why it's not letting me see it, Sween, but it's disappeared. I'm really wondering if whatever you're typing is being like blocked by YouTube, because sometimes that happens. But my god, like what the hell? While I was so distracted there, bruh. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. My camera got sent flying. Well. Do I look tall now, Chili Dolph? Holy shit. Dude. Real bleep. Unlimited. Unlimited. Power! Not 6'2". Like, I'm exposing the top of my shells now. By the way, ever since I moved in here, I still haven't done anything up here. But seriously, real bleep, bro. Real bleep. You have bleeped beyond all bleep. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the £100 super chat. Holy fuck. This stream, once again, guys, that I think I did a stream. Was it last Friday? I think there's something about Fridays now where this is just nuts. I mean, if you look at the top there, we have T to the Sweens, 200. And now we have the real bleeps, 100. This is getting to levels that you've made me stand during the stream. This is unprecedented. I'm standing. Spam W we must. I give full permission to unleash the W's. Unlimited W's. Please, unlimited W's. Let me double check something. No! No! Use the correct model? Oh shit. Guys, the unlimited power has knocked the power out to the camera. Oh fuck. I'm trying to solve it. I'm trying to solve it. No, is it still doing it? No. We have a problem. All right. Okay. We are back. We are back. Oh my god. Oh my god. The real bleep. The super chats are getting to the point of knocking out the stream. Right. Just thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, guys, for like... I really do appreciate that so much, Bleep, especially after like the previous super chats that you've done on the channel. Not obviously just talking about this stream, I'm talking about the other streams as well. Jesus Christ, like it's insane. It's insane. Hi, fuck you, Chili Dolph. High heels on now, Boba. I'm not gonna show you my feet. I was gonna show my feet, but then I realized there's some weirdos out there who would take pictures of my feet and sell it on the internet, and I want to do that first. So, right. My God, sorry, I just seen Sween while I remember it. Put it in the Discord. Oh, okay, yeah, I see message. Wait, I haven't read what you've said yet, but why would that not send on YouTube? That's so weird. Let's go out. Let's go out. Yeah, sorry, yeah, Sween, why would that not send on YouTube? I promise you right now that is not sent. I could not read that. So you said, you should watch K the God Talks video titled, I think I found the plot of Lanterns in your free time. I think if he's even remotely close, that it would be awesome. This is what I was trying to super chat to you, Boba. That is so strange. I will check that out, though. I am familiar with Kay, so I'll definitely check out his video. Why would it not let you... I know I keep saying it, but that is really weird to me. I don't get it. Maybe YouTube thinks... Wait, do I have like a spam? Normally it says if somebody's attempting to spam. But you weren't, so... Yeah, Sween, I'm sorry that you couldn't send that through, but on my end, I can actually click on your username and it shows me your chat history. Like, I can get all of your chats up for this whole stream and previous streams, and there's not a single message from you on YouTube that says that. So, you were being censored. How dare they? I was about to drink from the water bottle and nothing was there. Yeah, maybe it's a glitch, but to keep glitching like that? Really? Chili Dolph is trying to trigger me. I will not fall for your... I will not fall for your tricks. Right, Bleep has now transcended to rank 2. Swifty is now rank 3. T to the Sween is rank 1 on the stream. Jesus. I can't believe the time, by the way. I just realized how long we've been streaming for. It's now 20 to 2 in the morning. Gotta love it. Sween, I was saying that you're being censored, man, because YouTube has been deleting your messages. I was saying that I was looking like YouTube on the like basically we get a little live stream dashboard, and it allows me to see every message you've sent during this stream and previous streams, and it wasn't showing any messages remotely similar to the one you sent on Discord. So I don't know why it was doing that. I don't know why it censored your Yeah, I read it out though. And did you hear me read it out? Because I said I was gonna look at that, and I was gonna check it out, check the theory out, see what he has to say. Right, can I go higher without my thingy being yanked out of the cord? Cord being yanked rather from the camera. Okay. Now I'm small again. Small Boba. You were spamming it though? Yeah, maybe I thought that specific message was just spam. Right. My god, what a freaking super chat. Like, Jesus Christ. This is no. Oh, good. Sorry, I thought the stream crashed. There's live Boba crashing face. I wish you guys could see this. On my other screen, I can see my own stream, but it's super delayed. So I saw the Elgato screen pop up again, but really it's from earlier. Right, okay, we're still good. We're still good. Swifty. Swifty. With another 2 super chats. Thank you. Thank you very, very, very much.
Thank you.
Sween gives his soul. Now Bleep gives you his soul. You want to get mine? I'm the collector of souls now through these super chats. Thank you, Swifty. You won't. Oh, you won't get mine. You won't get mine. I don't know about that, Swifty. It violates the terms and conditions? What are you on about, Jay Shoko? Swifty, with another super chat here.
Guy like me. Getting all that?
I couldn't disagree more about the DCU after Supergirl and the fact that it clearly, the MCU model of high output, there's no chance, there's no way. I would absolutely not say that there's no way the DCU has got the MCU model of like high output. No. You can differentiate the DCU to the MCU, especially at the same stage as the MCU's infancy. Like, the DCU also has like such different tones. Look at Clayface, look at Lanterns versus Superman. So I would not call it the MCU model. We're gonna have to agree to disagree there, Swifty. We'd have to agree to disagree. But thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. I've now run out of water. MCU slow down, yeah. I'm just talking about, like, I would not compare the DCU at its current state, like only a couple of projects in, to like the first few projects in from there on out in the MCU's infancy, you know? Buster Barnes, how you doing, dude? How you doing? Good to see you here, man. Late stream, we're about to approach 3 hours now. Probably gonna end the stream soon just because it is now 1:45 in the morning. And well, I mean, I could keep going, but like probably should get some rest and make sure that Z-Baby and Mrs. Boba are okay. Regular accounts can't do what? Yep, almost a 3-hour stream. And you were late, Cedric. You're always first, but I understand things just aren't the same anymore. I'm joking, Cedric. You're my boy. Make it a 4-hour stream and I'll donate nothing. Especially if it's your turn for first feed. That isn't happening just yet. Well, apparently you're not supposed to feed a baby with a bottle until like at least 4 weeks. Now baby Boba is 4 weeks, so now maybe I can start to do that. But we're not doing formula or anything like that, so I will take that responsibility as soon as I can. I would love to feed baby Boba, but apparently you're not supposed to do that because otherwise they get confused by the bottle, you know, little plastic nipple. Yeah, they're like might start preferring that over the real one. Can't confuse little baby Boba. Can't confuse them. Begsy says, how is she 4 weeks, bro? It feels like yesterday you posted about her being born. I know. Like, I'm not... Like, 4 weeks in the grand scheme, I get it. Some people might be like, oh, come on, Boba. She's not even, like, 2 months old. I get it, but it... Like, July 1st, when she was born, was like yesterday. Like, these last 4 weeks have been the quickest 4 weeks of my entire life. It's insane. Yeah, it's insane. And it kind of scares me because I say this sometimes, like, you know, she's a month old. There's only 12 of those in a year, to state the obvious. But it's crazy, right? You know, when a month goes by, there is only 12 of those. Now there's only 11 left. Like, before you know it, she'll be like half-year-old, a year-old. And I'll be like, wait, what? She can walk, she can talk. No. I want that, but again, I also love holding her in my arms, and she's like this big, or whatever. She's very diddy, very diddy. She was 6 pounds 6 ounces, way smaller than what we were thinking because she arrived a bit early, and so she's such a cute little bubba, very, very cute. I mean, she's putting on even more weight now, obviously, being 4 weeks in, but she's still not, like, massively bigger. But she's very long. She's very diddy, but super lanky. Like, I'm very lanky, like, long legs lanky. She's got very long legs and very long arms and very long fingers like me. I got very long fingers. Very big hands. Oh, shit. Apparently, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. No, we haven't had this since 2 streams ago. If I am lagging right now, I do apologize. Which is kind of good timing, because we are going to end the stream soon, and... Why are you lagging now? I do not understand. How bad is the lag, guys? Let me know. Let me know. Lagged a few minutes ago, but it's good. For me, right now, it says it's poor. Like, genuinely poor. Alright. Okay, it's gone back to excellent. We're all good. Swifty, back at it again. Thank you very, 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 very much for the £5 super chat. We in the UK... Time together, Bleep 2, I think. By the way, are you interested in a new Blade Runner? I can't wait. I adore Hunter Schafer. Fact she's trans is perfect. I really, really love Blade Runner. I saw that trailer for the series, 2099, is it? I think it looks really, really good. I'm all in. I've been really excited for this show ever since they announced it. So, really like the look of it. Like, again, like, it's like the... another attempted uprising or something like that. So I really like the look of it. So very, very excited. Ryan just says he got hit with an ad. I am sorry. Not sorry. Sorry. Hunter Schafer, Cedric. I've seen her in Euphoria. And, I mean, to be fair, I don't really remember much of the earlier seasons. But from what I remember, they're very good. Like, in the trailer, she looks good. Is it she or they? Or, like, both? I don't know. Mr. Falcon, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. Really appreciate that, on top of the support earlier. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate you, bro.
Thank you.
Honestly, didn't even watch the new Blade Runner trailer just due to controversy. Was there controversy? I did not see that. Now, speaking of Blade Runner, I saw that there was articles surrounding Jared Leto, which is, you know, what many people are saying Hollywood's worst kept secret, right? Like, I know they're allegations, but I feel like most people have been suspecting what is being claimed about him for quite a long time. So we shall see what comes of it. Mr. Falcon, sorry dude, I forgot to type, but my daughter was born when I was 21, I'm now 31, and she's 9. I'm 31 too, 32 in October. I love how I had to think about that for a second. That's so crazy. So we're the same age, but you've already got a kid who's 9. Dude, time flies, Boba, but the journey is incredible. Go dad for life. Absolutely, man. Yeah, obviously, both the same age. But to imagine having a daughter who's 9 now, that's nuts. That's so cool, man. Congratulations. I mean, it's a... Congratulations on just your daughter, I suppose. But, it's weird to think that I'm gonna be like 40. That's kind of crazy to think. I'm going to be 40 when baby Boba is the same age. Maybe I'm wrong, Chili Dolph, but I thought from the trailer replicants were trying to take over. But like, oh, they're like coming back. It's like it's like another attempt. I didn't know maybe I completely didn't check it out enough, but really? They've taken over completely? I didn't get that impression, but maybe I'm completely wrong. Thunderbolt, don't worry, man. I am about to end stream. Because we have been going for 3 hours now. 3 hours, 4 minutes, and 59 seconds. 3 hours, 5 minutes. You know what? I think with that being said, I will probably end it after this next super chat from Swifty. Right as I'm about to go, Swifty sent in another super chat. Very kind of her. I'm joking. I'm joking. Very kind of him. I'm just trying to trigger because I got told off earlier.
Thank you.
Boba needs ad money now. Gun stops giving him his shield check. Excuse me. See, like, we like to poke fun at each other. Never gonna stop, by the way. It personally brings me joy. Curious, do you find Hunter attractive? Very interesting question. I mean, I think Hunter Schafer is very good looking. Like, I would say she's had a very, very convincing... Well, to be fair, like, didn't Hunter Schafer, maybe, I can't remember, didn't she have her transition from a very, very early age? So it's not like it was late into teenage years, which is, I suppose, what causes a lot of debate online, which obviously we don't need to get into that debate here, like how and when and stuff like that. But no, yeah, I would say that she's good looking. Yeah. Or they are good looking. I wouldn't deny that at all. Like, objectively speaking, yeah. It's after 24. Yeah, I think it's called Blade Runner 2099. Right? Let me double check. Blade Runner. Did I really completely get the series wrong? In terms of, like, replicants have taken over and now humans are on the run, because I had no idea that would be the premise. I don't think that is the premise. No, I don't think so. I think she was late teens. Oh, wait, really? Okay. I didn't even, Busbarn says, I didn't even know Nicole Maines from Supergirl was trans until they mentioned it in the show. Yeah, that's, I would say that, I think I remember. Let me, Nicole Maines, Supergirl. I can't remember what character she played. What character did she play? Nia Null, okay. Dreamer. I think a lot of people probably are of the same opinion. But I don't really know too much about Nicole Maines. I didn't watch that far into Supergirl, to be fair. Just seeing the pictures right now of it's crazy to see how far some of these shows went. All of these heroes, like, you know, Cecile as well. Cecile in a bloody super suit. Oh, what happened to the Flash? It's really trying to get Boba question with that cancelled with that question. Cancel me. Do it. Hunter Schafer in Blade Runner. People saying it's woke. I like Blade Runner, but I haven't watched this new trailer because some controversies. I honestly had no idea about the controversies. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't surprise me that, you know, a lot of people would kick off about that. I mean, you know, whether it be Rings of Power and you have dwarves that are black in it and like, well, there weren't any black dwarves. You know, it could be about anything these days. I mean, people are entitled to feel how they feel about things, but, you know. I only ever watched season 1 and maybe a bit of 2. I know people, I think, really liked season 2, though. That's where she met... Isn't that when she met her husband? Sween, have you seen my video that I uploaded yesterday on Lanterns, by the way? Ryan said, Elliot Page was in the first scene of The Odyssey. That's another one that's causing controversy, I suppose. Didn't bother me. I don't think it should, really. Personally. Live and let live, I say, man. Just let people do whatever the hell they want to do. I should have done another... yeah, I would like another Blade Runner movie. There's a lot of movies that I think would be really, really good coming back. Also, I mean, I suppose we are getting another Alien. I really liked Romulus. Cyberpunk as a genre is pretty woke. I suppose it is. I mean, it absolutely is. I thought it was it 4 or was it 2? What season would you guys say is the best Arrow season, the best Flash season, the best Superman and Lois season? Before I go. What are the controversies? I don't know. I just assume that maybe because Hunter Schafer is the lead in the Blade Runner series, people are like, how dare you? How dare you force a trans person? How dare you force me to watch a trans person in my Blade Runner show? I'm really worried that I'm going to be attracted to them, and you can't do that to me. You can't do that. Arrow season 2, Flash probably 2 or 3. Really, 3. A lot of people hate. I remember I really liked season 3 at the time, and people didn't like how dark it got, but maybe that's why I kind of liked that attempt. Seasons of Slade. What about... Yeah, I was about to say, what about Prometheus, which is season 5? I'm surprised there hasn't been any season 5s yet. Swifty, thank you again for another super chat. Most of it is bitching, but in my opinion, it's sometimes a problem. Like in the morning show, a character gets told off for a cultural appropriation, also bitching, in my opinion. Okay. Okay. The season with Black Flash was the best Flash season, then the Sabotage season. Wait, were you saying yes you did too, Chili? What did you do? T to the Sween, where are you? Are you still there, T to the Sween? Season 5. What, was Cicada? Really? I remember being really hyped for that season. Or was that season 6? What was, fuck, which one? Which one was 5? Was it Nora? That was Cicada with Nora coming in. I really liked Nora coming in a Reverse Flash mystery arc there. But the Cicada thing... I remember being really hyped going into that, but it was a bit weak. But I do have fond memories of recovering from Season 4's tone. Nah, man. Season 4 just kind of like went too off the wacky end. Even though I liked Ralph and stuff like that. Arrow Season 1, Clarion. Absolutely. Hello, Boba. I was just wondering, did you see my Lanterns video yesterday? Because I'm curious to know if I said anything similar to what Kay said in his video. Oh my god, really? I didn't even know that about 2099. As long as he/she is a badass, then that's all that matters, I suppose. I meant, yes, I did. Oh, about liking Romulus, okay. Now, yeah, I feel the same way. I feel the same way. Like, obviously, we try not to talk about politics too much in streams, just because at the end of the day, out of like 120 people here right now, you're going to have people who have like very strong opinions versus what some people in the chat might say versus what I say. Often that breeds combative discourse, which just never ends well. So I try and like steer around it a little bit. But ultimately, yeah, like that's who I care about as well. Like, you know. Okay. I think, yeah, Kay probably thinks that they're doing like a rebirth situation, right? Okay. I will watch the video, though. I will watch the video. Oh, okay. I'm playing a game with my brother. Sorry, but he knows my priorities. Fair enough. Hello to your brother as well. Right, guys, I'm going to end the stream there. We've been going for 3 hours, 16 minutes. Thank you so much for, as always, a very, 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 very generous stream. It kind of never, like, it always, well, no, what's the words I'm trying to say there? It kind of, I want to say I should be shocked, but with the amount of streams that you guys are just going ham in, I feel like there's been so many at this point that I'm losing count, which is wild to say because of how wild, like, so many of those streams have been. So thank you so much for supporting me the way you guys do. I'm going to be trying to work on my Spider-Man Brand New Day review. It'll be spoiler free to begin with, and then getting into some like the top spoilery thoughts towards the back end tomorrow. Hopefully that'll be up Sunday. I want to give a little bit of time before, you know, so people can go and watch it before rambling about it. And yeah, oh, we got another super chat from Swifty. Thank you. I feel the need to call you gay for your opinion on Hunter. I know I asked, but I feel obliged because it's still the internet, so it's what you deserve. I'll take it. I'll take it. I mean, I'm not gay, but, you know, I'll take it. I'll take it. But thank you, Swifty. I really appreciate the super chat, as always. Neuromonster is going to go hard, too. Night, Boba. Chili Dolph. Good night, my friend. Cedric, thank you very much for being here. Don't worry about being late, dude. Love the Boba Battalion. Sween, thank you so much for all of your support, man. Really appreciate you. Alan Richardson would be a good... I did hear that fan casting earlier on in the week, and I actually never considered Oliver Queen until people were talking about Alan Richardson's comments on Josh Horowitz's Happy, Sad, Confused. And now I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think I would ever say this, because I always thought, like, Wildcat and stuff, but maybe he would play, like, a really jacked Oliver Queen. But yes, with that being said, one last little ramble there. Take care of yourselves, guys, and I will see you very soon. Keep an eye out on the channel. Turn notifications on for another random stream. You never know when I might go live. Until next time, guys, see you soon. Join my Discord server. Chat to me there. Goodbye.